Yeah, Sir
No,
X.
no, you gotta have little bitches like L'Oreal and Burger Bitch to fight your battles for you. That's all you do. You don't give a fuck about anybody but your fucking self. You really fucking don't. If you did give a fuck about anybody, why didn't you fucking shut your goddamn mouth and back the fuck off? The moment that Saren told you to shut the fuck up and leave me alone, why didn't you fucking do it? Oh, gee, because you're a selfish fucking prick. You're a greedy little bastard. You're a fucking pig. A pathetic, worthless worm. You don't even deserve to lick the food, dude. You don't even deserve to lick the dirt off the bottom of my fucking boots. If anything, you should be licking the dog shit out of a dog's ass. That's all you should be licking.
Whoa.
That's all you should be licking.
Jesus,
because that's exactly what you are. You're a piece of fucking shit. You are a terrible, evil, maniacal human being that doesn't give a fuck about anybody but your fucking self. I did nothing.
Who do you care about, Sir X?
No, you're gonna shut your mouth. I did not deserve, and I think
you do though.
I think Saren will agree with me when I say I did not deserve half the fucking shit that you put me through. I have been trying to do well for myself. Every time you say, oh, why haven't you made any money? You're the fucking reason, you fat fucking piece of shit. You're the reason I haven't made any money. Because of you, I've lost out on thousands of dollars and opportunities to make very real
Alrighty.
money.
Hello. Okay, so Cyrax. Welcome to the stream, everybody. How are y'all doing? I think we are good to start. Let me actually just keep it pulled up though so I can monitor health. YouTube's whole way of doing this is so weird though. Hold on, where's I need to find my way to view my stream. Cause here it is. Hold on. YouTube's whole that there it is. I don't know why I sound so strange, but you know what? It fits the aesthetic of the stream, I guess. I don't know how, but it fits. We know that the video audio is going through, so that's good. Yeah, so what we're doing tonight, we're watching some of the Sonic93 catalog, because I did not cover all of it. I didn't know. I found it recently just because I was on a tear about haha, old internet stuff, right? Because we were talking about Guptil recently. So I thought about, Sonic93. That was another person from back then. And I did a video on her. When approximately a year ago, 1 year after the whole drama went down. I think it was a year, I can't remember. But yeah, we did a video on her, so this is a revisit. But in addition, there was some ground we didn't cover, so I figured we would cover it, and I figured it would be cool if we had an open VC and some games as we did that. Namely Deus Ex Mankind Divided, Breach Mode, and Devil May Cry 5. That's probably what I'll play. But we'll see how the night goes. I'm actually kind of excited to do this. I had a lot of fun with the thumbnail. With our girl kissing the silver plushie. It's a great picture. Got my popcorn too. Excuse me while I chew that. Let me actually, I shouldn't be talking about my mouth full, but I'm doing it anyway. Let's go Open VC, because we will be doing Open VC. Let me head in here. The Wiggles PNG someone posted. Uh-oh, I muted Discord. That's a problem. Let me leave it. Because I'll have to listen in, make sure. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold the fort. Share your screen. No, not this one. This one. Hopefully it stays. Oh yeah, now it's in. Okay, good. I hear it. That's good. That's what I want to hear. Let me, for now, just leave this. This classic that we reacted to recently.
You don't want it. You don't deserve it.
Friggin' Cyrax. Let's see. Okay, good. I hear it. That's good. That's good. Classic me.
Mm-hmm.
This classic that we reacted to recently.
Oh, yes, I do.
I think I need to also boost the video, though. It's so quiet relative to everything.
I always say drunken moments.
Still running sound tests.
Like drunken words.
There we go. That's probably good.
About what?
Are you fucking dense or dumb as fuck?
Sounds like a mom.
Sorry, I'm just waiting for people. Because I have the videos up. Let me actually go.
What exactly he said?
Let's go get into the video game too. We have a few things we can do.
When you said he wanted to see what you tasted like.
Yeah. Check.
Where you
Check.
that you wanted to know what Blind Billy had that you
Mike Ox. Check. Yep, it's going through. Why would you tell my mom that though?
What's your motivation for telling my mom that, sir? Like,
I'm just curious what her opinion on it is.
No. Alright. Sorry, I should get into the... Get your head in the game, as they say.
What did Blind Billy have that I didn't?
We'll shift to Sonic93 in a minute. I just wanted to... I want to be listening to everything. Oh, I need to turn the game on. Audio-wise, so broadcasts.
Get your little friends like Glory Hole and Masshole to fuck off. Why can't
I see like the Team Stan and Marty thing.
There we go.
Tell my mom when I said about Cyrax. So like, what kind of teammate is that?
It's just a good old healthy.
The Wiggles.png.
Like, it's gonna affect our relationship a little bit.
Yeah, well, guess what? Well, guess what, Marty?
Let's have this cool screen as our waiting. Yo, what's up? Wait, how am I in general too? I thought it was in streaming.
I am telling you right now, man, fucking man, I did not.
What?
You're doing something in non-streaming.
Yeah, that's my bad. It's in the other one. I'm moving to the other one. Alright, here we are. Yo, hi Karen Taylor's ghost. I don't know what that is. What does that refer to?
Phasmophobia joke.
Oh, I see. Yo.
I am going to die.
Oh.
I am going to share... So, what we're reacting to tonight, guys, is not Cyrax. If you want, Tara, you could see a little bit of the Cyrax call that we reacted to. Which is to say, he was screaming at his troll for 3 hours.
Oh, God.
Here.
Anything that you have ever done to me.
This man is making 3D models of characters, but inflation. 3D models of actual
What does that
characters.
give me and Saren,
Like,
though?
I cannot tell. I mean, that's like respect,
that
but at
give
the
me
same
and Saren?
time, it's like.
Yeah. I love the way he says, do what? whenever he's asked something, he's like, do what?
You're just stuck with this stuff.
Where's the part where he says that he makes...
But it's like...
There we go. You are so...
Could understand this better than you.
Anyway, he's not our main attraction.
My man's high.
Our main attraction is Sonic93. Do y'all remember this person?
I do not.
Do you know the rant community on YouTube?
Oh yeah, I know that Sonic93 I don't know what happened to them though.
Do you want to get caught up, because that's what our stream is?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, let's do the should we start with the... Because this video is interesting, but it's also really long. It's literally called Sonic93 the movie, and it's an hour and 45 minutes. There's another video that was like... Basically, okay, I'll verbally explain what it is. So, Sonic93 was a person we've covered on my channel before. She was a rant YouTuber who was really obsessed with Silver the Hedgehog. So she's one of those Sonic fans. But then also she got really deep into like this debate that she had on DeviantArt with some other Sonic fan, who she was like, "You're not enough of a Silver fan because you're like saying Silver's annoying." And then like there was all this weird stuff that happened, and she like literally screamed at this person in a video response and saying, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And it's like this really weird thing. Where's is there I'm trying to get the cliff note. Which video do you want to? Do you want like an objective summary of the situation after what I just said, or do you want to watch the commentary of the video that featured her screaming? Okay. Sonic93. I'll do in Gajinka. Here it is. I think. Wait, is this the? Wait, what? No, I thought it was like I don't think it was an hour long, was it? Did it get deleted? Oh no. I did research and I thought I found it. What is so this person is the same. So this was a commentary of the commentary. Where is it? Did it get removed, like nuked off the internet?
Why did it get nuked?
Because nobody cared enough to archive it, I guess.
Dang.
However, oh, there's my old video on it. That's funny.
You are very safe.
Oh.
Nice.
Where's this video? Oh god, I thought it existed. Oh god, Yoshi Weeb one. All these like DeviantArt things, that's what this was. Terminated because okay. Wait, there's a re-upload of a few questions to Dumbsville. We could do that one because this one was also pretty bad. But this one is just her.
Hello,
and she's very annoying, so get ready.
When did this happen?
What?
When did this happen?
This happened in about 2020. So, do you all know who Dumbsville is?
Oh yes.
Yes.
The schizophrenic YouTuber. Well, he's not schizophrenic, but no. I was being metaphorical.
Oh, okay.
Insane.
So get ready.
It's very funny. No offense to any schizophrenic.
But what I'm saying though is, so Dumbsville was in his prime youth, inspired by our girl here. So, which is really funny because she actually had a big impact on the commentary community, despite a small size, in that she influenced some really popular people. Despite the fact that, and we can look at some of her old videos. We looked at her Akai Dahlia complete series, which was like 4 hours long. We didn't watch all of it. We could certainly go back. There's plenty to look at. But
I swear there was like an hour and a half video, or like, yeah, it was about 3 hours, where they were basically tearing apart the design and everything of Akai Dahlia.
oh well, no, it's 4 hours. It's 4 hours and 4.5 hours combined, because those two went at it for video responses and art responses respectively. Like, it was a cross-platform war between these two. And it was hilarious. I was like 13 when it happened, and that was like an internet thing I was following when I was 13, so that's how I remember it. But yeah, so this is what?
Well, currently right now I'm just redesigning Aloe.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Let's start.
This
Do
is
it now.
Sonic93 here with some more videos.
This is Sonic93. Let's start some breach. Enter the breach.
Which I honestly think is even worse than the last one.
She's really hammed up her voice since she started.
Before I go any further,
Now she like, everything is over the top.
are extremely confused about and the things people haven't keep asking me about on my Discord.
To be fair, I'm gonna not make fun of her accent because I think she's Palestinian,
Oh shit,
maybe.
I thought you learned your lesson from it. Only
Well, we have her picture is in my thumbnail. I don't know. I don't know what nationality. Middle Eastern. I don't know where, but I could be wrong. That's her national or her ethnic origin.
That's the Middle Eastern accent.
But I'm just saying that's why. Yeah.
To be shown that you haven't, they're going against the people who talked about you and seeing
Wait,
you
where'd you
trolls
put it?
slash haters.
What?
When all they were trying to do is to help you.
It's on YouTube.
Well, to sum
Oh,
up what
I'm
I
on
said in my
YouTube.
Melody Sugar Plum video, after seeing what she
Melody
did to other
Sugar
people
Plum,
by
that was the
harassing them with
person's
her
name.
hateful opinion towards Silver, it
What a
inspired me to
name.
talk about the drama again.
So this is all
By
over
releasing the original
Silver.
video.
Over
My main
Sliver,
problem
because if you look in the
was
thumbnail, she's
wanting
kissing a
to
silver plushie.
criticize him
It's pretty
with
funny.
a different opinion from
disturbing.
mine. The problem I had was that
She also is, like,
I
talking about Silver as
rather
if he's
than
a real person.
huge fan, just pointing out things she didn't like about him.
yes,
Not
that's
to
a
mention that she
fictional
was
character.
incredibly unfair with the things she stated.
It's no use!
And I
Fuck
have
that man
heard
so
some
much.
people believing that she changed her
Where
mind
should I-
about
should I
Silver
attempt a stealth?
because
That's
of
gonna-
me. Well, where is the
T60T.
proof of that statement?
Oh wait, that's
She herself has said that she started to hate Silver when she got to know his personality from the games.
Yeah, the personality of the deep Silver. Can we just take a second to appreciate how weird Silver's characterization is in Sonic 06?
He got basically like weird characterization 06 and then no characterization. It's not even like the Shadow argument where we can argue that like Shadow at least had
He just,
used to
well,
have,
oh, you mean in his game?
yeah.
Yeah, he's characterized, he's just stupid.
That's a fellow idiot. I can confirm.
I see it. I see it.
I see it!
About hating
Yeah.
him because of me.
He's responsible for destroying my world! That's his acting.
And the comment is not too far.
It's so bad. I can't masturbate to that. Anyway.
After I made a remake video on her. And even if that was
I was making a dumb...
That's your fancy. That's your fancy. I won't judge.
I was making a joke about Sonic people and how they, like, get really into the Sonic characters. So this is a stealth mission. We'll see if I can do this while also commentating.
Oh, what stealth mission is it?
In Deus Ex Mankind Divided.
Ah, I never played Deus Ex. I need to figure out what it's
Mankind Divided is a great game, but it has, like, the worst ending ever. Which kind of sucks. But, anyway.
was true, does that
book
give
could
her
go
a
to-
reason to
that- good-
harass
good
other
book, bad
people
ending.
over it?
How do I get out of this
Not
room?
only that, but just because the drama
Do I
died
have to
out,
throw it?
that doesn't mean it got solved. Yes, while everyone was willing to move on
Because
from
it
it after
died
I
out doesn't mean it got
apologized,
solved. Live
I
and
myself
don't
wasn't
let
able
die.
to because I didn't have
Yeah.
the
Live
speak
and
and
burn.
defend myself or the support I needed back when it started.
Oh, there's nothing
Just
there.
expect me to
I'm dumb.
move
Okay.
on from it while I was the one whom got the most affected by it, and no one was interested to hear my side of the story.
Well, you screamed that. No, we heard your side. That's how we had our opinions. Ruth.
The problem
Ruth
is
is
we
her.
heard your side
If I refer
first.
to her as Ruth, that's her name, by the way.
Very nice.
And that was public. So I'm not doxing anything. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I fell in the thing. So Ruth, in her video, okay, in her words are why we came down on her. Because she was the one who screamed about, like, someone not being a true Silver fangirl for, like, 30
Piece
minutes.
of me wants to imagine how it sounds like her screaming.
Oh,
Sounds like a fucking tea kettle.
oh god, wait. That's what
Wait,
sucks.
Do we have footage?
Oh, yeah. But it's in other videos. We'll have to see
For this
those.
video, I want to hear.
She might even scream in this video. This is what she does. She usually escalates up to a drama point, and then she starts screaming.
I have
So that's how
every
this
right to
works.
talk about it. And no one is obligated to pay attention to what I have to say.
Like, I wish she
or
talked
know
like this
what
the
I'm
whole
doing.
time. I can
But
do
there's no
this,
reason for
deal with
anyone
this.
to tell me what to do and not to do just because you don't agree with my decisions. This is something I need to
do I
do in order to
recognize
move
this
on
voice?
from what
Why
happened
does she
almost
sound
2
kind
years
of like
ago,
she's from
and I won't
Boston?
stop until I
Maybe
finish
she's
what I started.
maybe she's also from Boston. I don't know.
And
I hear like
as
some
I
Brazilian
have
in her voice.
understood, people are
She's not
concerned
Brazilian,
that my
unless
recent
maybe
videos
she
are
is.
going
I don't
to,
know.
quote unquote ruin my career and reputation, and I'm just digging my own grave.
Like I said, I think she's from the
See,
Middle East.
I don't really care about the popularity and the fame. Nor
I
am
think.
I making
I don't
any
know.
money out of
I'm
my
assuming.
voice.
I could be
My
totally
videos
wrong,
are just
so-
Maybe a different voice. I think I heard a
Nothing to do
voice
with
like
fame and
hers.
reputation.
You've probably
And
heard her
besides,
voice, actually.
Before the drama started, I literally thought
Oh.
I was one of those YouTubers that shined for a
Just
while,
in general,
but then
you've
died
probably
out
seen a
and got
clip.
forgotten.
No,
And
I haven't heard it on
yes,
YouTube. It was in a
even
video
with
game.
the over 10K
Oh.
subs,
Oh yeah, she's
I
a voice
still don't
actor
consider
now.
myself as
Confirmed.
popular,
What?
given
I'm
with the
kidding.
attention I get in each of my videos in comparison
Christ,
to
you
other
scared me, bro.
YouTubers. Not to mention that I didn't even know I had a reputation to keep. So I don't
Oh,
like
God,
when people
I
are
almost
saying
fell.
these things like I'm aware of all this, yet abusing its power or something. Not only that, but
Interesting.
I'm mainly liked and known for a few random
I don't care
videos
about
on
my
two
score right
people
now. Just
I
trying to
made
beat this.
years ago. And I'm apparently a huge inspiration for others
There.
because of it. Other than that,
Don't let it get to your head,
people don't
okay?
really find me that interesting. And I'm not
Yes,
saying out of
boss.
pity or craving for
Understand.
attention, but I just legit don't understand why people are treating me like I mean a lot to them, and yet they don't want to hear what I have to say and automatically.
Well,
think I'm
no,
a crazy
that's not
person just
true,
because a
actually.
YouTuber said so. And the fact that the negative attention I received from my
Now I have to
Alvin
get through
Katinka
this.
commentary video.
So
doesn't
that
matter
the
to
video
me
that will
because
attempt
the
to
videos
find.
are
Unfortunately, we might have to watch a commentary of the video, which is going to be weird because it's a commentary of a commentary. But that would be the only.
We're commentating on a commentary of a commentary.
Yeah, exactly. We'd have to because it appears that that video's been scrubbed.
no intent to entertain.
So we might do that if y'all are.
Just a way
I
for me to
mean,
vent and
I'm
talk
gonna
about
stay
my thoughts
watching this
about
because
each
it's.
videos made on me.
What do I have to
And
do
this
here?
just shows of how people are not attentive in what I'm
Oh,
saying.
do I have to
or
use
easily
these?
misinterpret it as something else. Which is why I keep getting the same criticisms
Nope.
that really doesn't say anything what I see in my videos
That was the game
or
over.
speak for my actions. Not only that, but a lot of other people are not even my audience and just arrive because it's a convenient event of, oh my god,
There.
Sonic93 is doing something horrible. The one who is
There you go.
famous for
Now I
crying
see what you
Yoshi
think.
rants have become the one she ranted about.
That's
Now,
her
with all
screaming.
that out of the way,
That's how
let's
she
talk about the
screams.
second video that
That's
did not make my
terrifying.
story any easier from the drama. The one and only, none other than.
Oh, yeah,
Get ready
I like
for.
the villain.
Oh, there.
Say this
Get
right
ready
now.
for us to oscillate
This
into
video
the
is
screaming
harassing,
unprompted.
make it look
Oh
bad,
god.
Because that's how these always work.
Or me throwing out everything he was trying to do for me after I apologized. This is just me basically saying my thoughts and opinions of his video
But-
on me. Anything
No,
I felt
what
like he was
what
saying
else
that
would
was
it
very
be?
off.
No, it's an analysis
Besides,
of objective
how can
academic
everyone
merit.
feel entitled to make many videos of me for the sake of criticism, but I can't do the same thing
Ugh.
in return? How is that fair? Like,
Well,
it
no,
doesn't
no one
matter
said you
how
can't.
well-liked a person
That's a
is.
straw man.
It doesn't mean it can't be criticized. Like everyone else, the famous person is still a human being and can and will make mistakes.
Sonic93, you had 14,000 subs.
He
You
may
weren't
have good
famous.
intentions with his video on me, but
You were internet famous a
the
little,
way he handled
but
the situation
let's be
after
real here.
Aldwin's video came out,
Let's
and
be
how
real,
he
no one
always
cares.
told me that I had his support after I apologized.
Ah,
He
shit.
honestly
So
let me
Alduin was the
down.
video, was the person who like called her out big time, hardcore, got her big mad, and then
Mad, big sad all around.
yeah, big mad, and then basically resulted in the whole shitstorm.
Butt mad.
Yeah, and then Dumbsville gave his 2 cents and was really sad about it. And this was old Dumbsville, so he was a bit, you know. However, oh god, I fell all the way down. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. And let me know when you want, let me know when we get the vibes of this, and then we can pivot to that video.
Well, me personally, I'm ready, but I'll wait for
Before I
everyone
go in
else.
details
Yeah,
of why
I
think that,
understand.
I really need to address something I've noticed.
Well, actually, hold
The
on.
whole situation
Let me just skip
becomes
ahead.
the thing of, once again, I find that very
Discord
stupid
DMs.
and misleading. And
You have received a
quick
notification.
question: shouldn't you
of
find it
notification?
suspicious?
Is it a good notification or a bad notification?
It was the die notification.
Let's look at this. Sonic93 literally screams like a child about Silver the Hedgehog. Also Sonic93, Dumbsville is overly emotional.
I've got.
Yeah, that's great. Not even willing to fight, she deleted her channel.
It's just that someone you quote unquote
Let's just skip ahead a little bit, see.
You covered up
So this was the downfall of the ranter community. They would have these just like long-winded discussion pieces that you'd have to have like 500 years of like backstory to understand. No, oh, I did it. I made it.
I understood.
Yeah, honestly, this sounds really boring.
It's not boring.
Context of it becomes nonsensical.
Well, here, we need the video. Unfortunately,
I forgot the policy.
it's no use.
It really isn't.
It's no use. Oh, this is the one.
Become Boston.
This is the one. This is the video.
Now, the reason why I want to make a video talking about the Silver the Hedgehog fanbase is that,
Oh god, it's going fast.
as a Silver fan of myself, obviously at this point,
There's an obvious reason.
So this is Alduin's
Don't have all
video.
day.
Is it? Hold on.
Oh, I thought we just didn't have all day. We were just getting on with it.
I'm trying to confirm whose video this is. Did it save my speed setting? No. What the hell? This is her video, but it was re-uploaded to be fast. Interesting.
Oh,
You just got McGilded.
What?
you know what? I just realized what happened. This mirror might have actually existed before the video got scrubbed, and to avoid copyright.
But could Sonic93 at 14,000 subs copyright strike another video? Can that happen?
It might have just been like paranoia.
Well, yeah. Possibly.
Yeah, you know how
What is this?
Let's go for it.
I want to make a video talking about
Subs.
the Hedgehog fan base. Is that
I like how it said Soviet fan base. That was good. She's a Soviet.
now the reason why I want to make a video talking about the Silver the Hedgehog fan base?
Soviet rock fan base.
As a fan of myself, obviously at this point,
Yeah, I mean your character is literally Silver.
some interesting things coming from his fandom.
Sliver.
So,
Pothead the
as any
porcupine.
Sonic fan possibly know at this point, Silver wasn't exactly the most popular or likely
Oh, good,
character
we're
in
back
his
to
first
the-
debut,
Oh, you're telling me?
which was Sonic 06. For many reasons.
For
such as-
many reasons. Here, get ready for
The
this.
reasons have been dead obvious.
Why does he look like a pot leaf or a peacock? Why does he have an annoying voice?
Bro, I
Why
heard
is he
those
not a
peas.
hedgehog? Get the point.
I heard those peas.
And as I have been a Silver
Well, it's
fan
funny
for
that
over
he
10
looks like a
years,
pothead. I like it. I like that.
I don't really care. To be honest.
hated it. I don't
She got-
understand
she's
why
literally
Silver
fangirls
was so
screaming
hated
over
back
this.
then. It made me feel kind of left out and lonely the
Oh.
only
And then we speed up
Silver
again, thank you.
really was back then. But luckily, it wasn't like this permanently.
It just goes back and forth.
It's
the best way to absorb it. Jesus Christ.
Now I consider Silver as one of the most popular Sonic characters.
That's not
Sounds
even
like we're
true.
into a mosquito half the time.
That's not even true. He's not even the most popular Sonic character. I don't know what you're
No one
talking.
gives a shit about him. I'm gonna be real.
Like people care more about Shadow, and barely anyone cares about Shadow anymore.
People care more about Rouge than they care about Silver.
The Shadow.
Yeah, they care about Rouge.
Expect the fans to like them.
Oh,
and the fans
here.
don't like them because their story and gameplay was handled poorly. And if all else fails,
This is
then
actually
they'll
true.
just make them a background character or forget them altogether.
Yeah, that's exactly what Sonic Team does. Literally exactly what they do.
They fail with Silver, they're not trying again.
Well, that's what they do. They do with even the characters that people like. Like people liked Blaze and Sonic Rush, and they still just pushed her to the
And they
wayside.
just yeah, they messed up big time. It was quite sad.
Yeah, and people liked Blaze.
I liked play.
She was the most fun character in Sonic 06, though. So,
In Sonic 06, she's just kind of there.
but she's the most fun to play as.
That's true.
06, then they was like, yeah, you know what? Let's just forget about that one character. What was his name? Gold the
Colin.
Mink?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna already stop him.
Here comes the rage.
Here. So, according to the guy, the
The
reason
guy.
Silver is
He couldn't even cite his name.
forgettable character or barely used in the games nowadays is
What
because
do
the
I need to do
fans
this?
didn't like his debut in Sonic 06 and the gameplay and the story were
Do I need to hit,
poorly
like,
done? Therefore, he's just a background character?
all these buttons?
What? So by that logic, literally any character who is barely used anymore had a bad debut, and that's why they're background characters? You know, characters like Shadow and Blaze who happen to have a very likable and well-received debut Sonic games, to the point that that's the main reason Shadow is still around and even
Shadow.
his own game. And that is also
A game which...
Sonic the Hedgehog, my favorite video game character.
Well, also, wait, what is... Can someone summarize what her argument just was again? I was listening, but...
I don't know.
I was only half paying attention.
It doesn't know what... Okay, so I have to listen to the... Okay. Let's, what was the argument?
logic, literally any character who is barely used anymore had a bad debut, and that's why they're background characters?
Oh, she's, like, debunking the point that, oh, because they had bad debuts, they were background characters. So, like, people saying, like, oh, Shadow had a good debut in Sonic Adventure 2. Is the argument, I guess. But, like, that's what Sonic Team does, is they do it, and then they use it, and then they're done with it, and they never bring it back.
You know, characters like
That's
Shadow and Blaze
even
who happen to have a very likable
good
and
games.
well-received debut Sonic games, to the point that that's the main reason Shadow is still around.
What am I supposed to
and
do
even
in
had his
here?
own game. And that is also why Blaze has 2 Sonic games.
Maybe I just need to
where
go
it takes
up.
place in her dimension.
Explore this more.
And she gets less attention than Silver from Sega. I'm just saying.
Sega.
She didn't even manage to be in Sonic Forces, which was a complete wasted opportunity, because I bet
Imagine
her
thinking that
reaction
anything in
was
Sonic
the
Forces
point.
was a used opportunity. Jojo, man, this is your opportunity to go on a big rant about Sonic Forces. You gonna take it? No? Ah, shit. Wait, is he still here?
Wow.
Oh, he's muted. Okay. Well, he won't go on this rant then.
Argument is incredibly.
I need to drag out the words to make my point.
If Sega are known for making a character appear in 1 or 2
What am I
games,
supposed to do
and
for
then they
that?
use vanish or just background characters,
Unstable
where did you
cube.
get the idea that it was from the fact that they're not likable enough? Or the debut was so bad to the point fans hate them? Whoever said that they hated Shadow or Blaze in the first appearance and they don't want to see them again.
Alright.
It's actually quite
See you in
the
a bit.
opposite. Fans want to see more from them, including myself.
Do I have to shoot these?
Although Silver
Oh,
was
shit.
the victim for being very hated and
that killed me.
He's very likable now, so there's no way
I'm not a fan of
really
Breach,
attention
to be honest.
From Sega, that is, because he's not likable enough.
Maybe I'm being an
to have
idiot,
a
but-
debut.
What I'm saying is, these characters should have their own games. For example, Silver the Hedgehog.
Sliver the Hoocheg.
With his friend Blaze the Cat, Silver is an optimist, but also a realist, who is hopeful for a better future. Now, I mentioned Silver because he's a very important example of what Sega should do with their characters. What I'm saying is, give Silver his own game series. If you couldn't tell yet, Silver doesn't have that big of a fan base. In fact, he gets a lot of hate most of the time.
Oh my god!
Uh-oh.
I couldn't disagree more!
The Silver fangirl. Here we come.
And why are people still acting like Silver still got a lot of haters?
Because he still does.
He was forced to have
Lots of people hate Silver still. Make fun of his voice, for example. You know?
Yes.
But, like... So, I'm trying to think, what else is there about this? Is there any... I guess there's no
slow
additional
gameplay,
point.
And not only that, but Sega handled his character in a way that he came off as annoying. He was too optimistic, not to mention that annoying voice.
So...
Bruh.
Again,
No!
because the game was rushed,
I
I'm
fell.
blaming on Silver's horrible debut. With the gameplay, how slow he was,
Here we go.
and was too optimistic and annoying, and has an annoying voice.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck!
Scream.
Never heard a fan-
You know what she sounds like? Oh, baby, a triple!
Oh, baby.
Oh, yeah! She sounds like that. It's funny, though, because she sounds like Silver, too. A little bit. It's kind of fitting. Take that for what you will.
Don't like a voice of a character or a
proceeds to and get triggered about this.
I mean,
What the?
isn't that what it's usually getting you into liking a character in the first
This
place?
jump.
And I
Stupid.
just so love how he's not saying why Silver is a good character or why Silver is his favorite character. Instead, he just points out things he doesn't like about him in Sonic06.
So yeah, she just, this is how she is. She just screams like
What
everything
made
now.
you like Silver in the first place? And what do you think of his other performance in this
No!
series? I mean, I know him and many other characters get barely changed in the games, but if he's your supposedly favorite character, can you please tell me what other things Silver's done that you like? I honestly don't think you saying the things
Yeah,
you like
we
was
can
gonna get him in his
restart
first
this.
game is gonna convince him to use him more in the future. And
I feel like I'm playing this really poorly.
unfortunately, the
Drag out the word.
hypocrisy doesn't stop there. I happen to find another fan, or worse, even supposedly
Oh, here we go.
a silver fangirl.
Ow.
on DA.
She also sounds like Sammy Classic Sonic fan a little bit. You know, when he's screaming about Call of Duty Ghosts. That's what she reminds me of right now. And Sammy Classic Sonic fan was partially a character, so that's not really good.
Poster who was stating a similar.
When will you learn?
But the thing is, it's even worse than the guy from YouTube.
YouTube.
Because she just kept going on and on
I like that. I don't know why I like that so much. YouTube.
And fucking
What the?
annoying.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Things that
Unless I'm missing
fans
something.
Are complaining about Silver, and she's supposed to be a silver fan.
Ha!
Please.
Yo, what's up? Who's this?
Hi, it's me. I will go message you. Give me 1 moment.
Wait, what?
I'll message you here in a second.
Wait, what?
Hold on.
I don't get it. What is it?
I just texted you.
Oh, shoot.
What?
Well, we can talk about that in a minute. We can talk about that in a minute.
I gotta get going because I gotta get to bed.
All right, fair enough.
All
Peace
right.
out.
Good night. Have an awesome day. Night,
Thanks.
like, whatever.
No.
Sleep well.
So, here's I almost called her Silver.
Funny video. We're playing a funny video.
Please.
Yeah, but we can talk after the stream if you want. But yeah.
Do not make me.
Ooh, she's doing a Joker moment.
Just so you guys won't think I'm only.
I might have even watched
because,
this
I'm
particular
massive
video,
myself.
on my YouTube channel, but I'm happy to watch it again for further context. There was also an interview with her ex-friend where apparently she was like asking that friend, Amy Chan was her name, was asking that friend like if like she had this Raphael crush, like Raphael from TMNT, and then was asking the friend if like Silver would be upset, despite the fact that Silver's a character. So it was like some Chris Chaney stuff. So I don't know. Like that's the other thing I want to find. Apparently that was a Dumbsville interview. So
And I practically.
So that's the next
best was
step.
ever gotten.
look, she's actually like
Gonna for you.
orgasming on camera
Oh god.
over Silver.
So I hope you enjoy it,
My
folks.
eyes.
All right,
I
I'm gonna
just
start
want to
right now.
laugh. I want to have a good
I'm personally
time.
a huge Silver fan, and there's a lot of things I love about
What?
It's speeding up.
the
Yeah.
Like his cuteness, his innocent naivety. Is that even a word? And I
Yes,
love
it
his
is.
The world personality. I also really love how he's so sweet and saves others. But there are things
Naive. You just crossed the line.
about
That's
his
Chris
personality.
Chansley's favorite word.
Wait, what? Did you
What?
just establish the things you love about his character, and then
But just
the very
because you
next
like something about a character doesn't mean that you can't have criticisms. I've said.
Oh, yeah. Let me shoot that, see if it does anything. Doesn't do anything. Okay.
You change it into there are things you hate about
She's
this personality.
so this is what she does.
And
She
I'm
like.
not saying you should view him as a perfect character.
Oh hi. We're what? Do you know who Sonic93 is, Elliot?
No, we're talking about some random Sonic fan again.
No, this isn't a random Sonic fan. This person was very important for the ranting community on YouTube.
Okay, so random Sonic fan.
Yeah.
Because no
And DeviantArt person. However, I'd recommend you stick around for this, Elliot, because it's pretty funny.
Perfect and flawless.
But this is actually very entertaining. She's yelling at someone for criticizing the character of Silver.
You'll have to turn it down. I have to have it this loud so my stream can hear it.
I will be back.
Alright. See you in a bit.
What you like about his personality, and if you're a huge fan of Silver. I hate his image.
Yeah. See, she screams like. I can also turn her down just a bit. So she's ranting. So now she's gatekeeping the Silver fandom.
Sick.
Because
I mean, I'm a death metal fan. I gatekeep all the time. I can't.
no, but like this is like gatekeeping freaking Silver though.
That's fair.
So that's pretty funny.
What I find kind of funny is some people in the metal community think gatekeeping is this like huge big problem. When in reality,
Gatekeeping?
no, not really. Gatekeeping.
Yeah.
Gatekeeping. Not all of us are homophobic. Only some of us.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, gatekeeping is not that much of a problem. It's just a lot of people who just only listen to mainstream bands and shit.
Mhm.
Silver was portrayed as a
Fair enough.
Only
Annoying.
like that.
serious when he's around Sonic or Shadow.
So she really likes hamming this up right now.
Where she starts to
This was the video that sent Sonic93. This is the video that sent her into a downward spiral, by the way, so that's why we're watching this. Because there's another video that's really good, where apparently there's some Chris Chaney stuff.
I like how this person's username is really Sonic93.
Yeah, it's great.
having the exact same opinion.
How am I supposed to get through this barrier?
With the whole, oh,
I like how this person's Ransona only has like 2 stills.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I assume there's more for other videos.
There's other ones. Well, and there's other ones in this video. You just didn't see them.
Oh, okay.
But
I'm gonna gaslight myself into believing there's only 2 stills. Sorry, go on.
But doesn't really matter all that much. Do I have to shoot this thing? I don't know. This mission's weird.
What I actually do like about him. Or with her, it's like I supposedly love him.
So she's like really gatekeeping this Silver fan.
Things that it wasn't likable enough for, again, no reason. And also, how is Silver not being serious when
Oh.
Sonic or Shadow? He defeats Sonic with an ease, even if he plays him and defeats Silver. He still gets back on his feet and pushes him into the wall, and Sonic pretty much got defeated. Not to mention the 2 times he stopped Sonic from rescuing Elise. And again,
Okay,
how
just a
is that
response.
not a serious character when he shows himself to be threatening? Especially if he kept paralyzing Sonic.
I love how we speed up at random. It's great.
More of a competition to Silver, but it still doesn't take away that you can take him seriously. The best example of that is that scene that I hate with all my heart that I do not want to show you the whole thing. Just the part after a certain scene.
Oh, I love that scene. I know which one she's talking about. The scene where Shadow roundhouse kicks Silver in the back of the head. That's awesome. I love that scene. Do you know that scene from Sonic 06?
No, but I can imagine it.
Chaos control! And he slows him down.
Stupid fucking twink, Lamau idiot.
What?
I'm referring to Silver when I say stupid twink.
Yeah, he is. He's responsible for the destruction of my world! Frick!
What the fuck?
Now I messed up the frickin' mission again. You know what? Maybe we'll do a different mission.
Again, Silver stood up. And more importantly,
Yeah.
because of his not giving up.
That's crazy.
You don't understand Sonic 06, alright? You don't get it.
He
It's too deep for you.
Attitude, and certainly
Yeah, it's too deep for my
not
media
act like a
literate
wimp
ass.
when Shadow did kick him.
No,
I'm gonna
don't
so
simp for
kill him for
Macula
this.
from Chainsaw Man.
I can
Fuck
tell
you, I
you
have
for
terrible
sure,
media
he's a
literacy.
character you
Oh,
can't
if
take
he's a
seriously.
manipulative sociopath? Fuck you, that's hot.
There's
Is that different still? Oh my god!
Indeed.
What the hell you're talking about? Silver.
Because she's mad now. You have to understand that she's mad.
Fangirl. What I hate is
I'll use this firewall key, I guess.
being alone. His own reaction when Mephiles said, I have been out of trouble for time.
Oh god.
Being very immature
She likes Sonic06, by the way.
and shouting, no way.
I don't like nothing about Sonic 06 other than it's bad. Like, I'm not close to nothing, but I don't know a lot about it.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
I know they made some like 15-year-old girl a zoophile.
Yeah, that happens.
Find that really annoying. Silver's also very silly.
So here we go.
For believing a hedgehog with no
God,
mouth.
the fucking impression of what she thinks this person sounds
You
like.
must get very easily annoyed if someone who just simply get amazed by something annoying. And I have
just
seen
realized I'm
people
mocking
stating on
someone
why they don't
mocking
like Silvers
someone.
because of
What?
easily
What?
Okay, so I was mocking her voice when she's mocking whoever the hell she's talking about.
Yeah, she's mocking it. But here's the thing, it's so over the top and cartoonish that I can't even like follow what her arguments are, you know? It's a problem. It's too over the top.
Tone of her voice. I'm too distracted by the tone. It just sounds like
It's-
noise that vaguely sounds like English.
She's using the prosecutor tactic of like intentionally like discombobulating you by screaming at you, even though the question isn't like that inflammatory. You know, we saw this in the Jody Arias and the Alex Jones trials, where it's like, "Are you having a problem remembering what I just asked you?" You know, and they say it so that people answering.
Completely unrelated. I just wanted to say something. The bassist for this band called Sepultura is also in a band called the Unabomber Files.
I like how you were gonna call it the Unabomber.
tricked
The
he was by
Unabomber.
Mephiles. I even seen two
Unabomber.
memes.
Unabomber.
the same way. It's like they have forgotten that he was desperate to save his future, and not only did Mephiles take advantage of that,
Me Files, Memphis, Tennessee. Damn it.
Mephiles as a whole. So technically, he didn't lie to Silver. He only misled them
Damn
from
it.
the actual truth.
I shouldn't have just stood out in the open shooting that.
Need I to remind the
gets incredibly
stupid
tilted at
fan
the
base that
towers.
Knuckles
You're
has
tilted at the
same
towers.
person more than once?
Right, and you see
And
that weird
I don't
fucking
see
shit
people
about
complain about that.
when Snappy was talking about Persona or some shit on Twitter.
No.
Persona fans went fucking nutty. No?
No, what? Why would I?
Okay, so basically,
She said, what did she say, that Persona's bad?
something along those lines, and the Persona fans went,
That is a cool floor, though.
I find it silly when he says, if I eliminate that guy, will our world be saved? Silver, in my opinion, lacks critical thinking and believe anything people tell him without a question or finding out the information is actual. Especially coming from a hedgehog with snake eyes and no mouth.
Oh, I see.
This
Making
girl
fun of how
sure
she's
does love to repeat herself, doesn't she?
kind of like you,
So let me
but
get
whatever.
this straight. You're saying Silver lacks critical thinking and believes anything someone says, which happened in only one fucking game, as far as I know. But
Only
Blaze
one
gets a pass for pretty much doing the same thing. All she did was just going along.
Thanks to whoever uploaded this for like speeding up.
she started rapping. She started fucking rapping.
She turns into Eminem. Human, superhuman, what I gotta do to get through superhuman, or whatever.
How he was separated from
Fun
Blaze.
fact, I have a friend who
He
used
was
to be
shouting,
able to do the whole fucking rap god part.
That, like, in speed, like, he was actually good at it.
Yes.
That's good. I can get close, but I can't do the whole thing. It would take a lot of practice.
I can't do it anymore, which kind of sucks, but oh well.
I made it back.
I just keep...
What the fuck?
Who is this?
Oh, it's Joe. That's Jojo.
Hi, Jojo. So we were continuing, so now she's getting mad at the Silver fan that was on DeviantArt. Like, saying that she thought that Silver was stupid and annoying. And then Sonic93 is, like, literally screaming about this. So this is the fun part.
Be alone without her, as stated by Blaze herself. The Silver's insecure while being alone. And
You're naive.
annoying, especially for a hedgehog.
How am I supposed to do this?
Serious.
Her
Like
mocking voice
Shadow
is so
wanted to
fucking funny to me.
It's really funny.
Why does she emphasize the most random vowel?
I like how she paused for like 5 seconds there. It was pretty funny.
One word
Oh, my throat actually hurts from doing that. Fuck.
It's so bad. What the f-
You even call yourself a Silver fangirl when you can't even accept his flaws? And
This
it
is
sure
Alternate Universe,
sounds like
Sammy
you
Classic
prefer
Sonic
Shadow over Silver.
Classic Sonic
Since
fan.
This is quite terrifying.
Yes, it is. Also, yes, it is Sammy Classic Sonic fan. We even said that she sounds like him. But yes,
When you said her, for a split second, I thought Sammy Classic Sonic fan transitioned.
no, Sammy's still a guy. But he also looks still looks like he's 15, even though he's my age.
I'm not saying Shadow doesn't have flaws, but if you seriously want Silver to act more like him, just because
I have
it
no
looks
ammo now.
cool to you,
I have to do some sort of stealth takedown in order to make this
you
work.
should rather like Shadow instead, since he obviously fits more to your standards. Silver is very mature, and when Shadow hit him, that seems so much,
Oh, okay.
You, as well as when Sonic said, Silver, I can handle this myself. Besides, he has somewhere to go, right?
I like how we're talking about Sonic06's story now. It's great.
Oh, this video's 20 minutes. At least we're already halfway through.
Yeah.
Shouted, you again.
Hey, thank the person for speeding this up. So, do you guys understand kind of what's going on? Like, do I need to explain this?
Me personally, I'm fine.
You think you get this?
Yeah.
I don't know the finer details, but I got the general gist.
She's screaming about this. She's like screaming about people who, yeah, we aren't amused with the Silver fan base, is what she's saying. I like how Sonic, the Sonic movie is in the suggested videos.
Nice.
It's like she doesn't see the context of what Silver's doing, but focus more on how annoying he sounds like. I have never heard someone being
I want to
this
believe she says
annoyed.
annoying like that in her like day-to-day life.
Probably does.
Like that's.
That would be really funny.
How she says, this is how
Oh my God!
in real life. Man, this kid, like,
Sorry.
Like, man, this guy in my class is really annoying.
Yeah. She's way too she didn't used to do this. She didn't used to do this back in the day, by the way. So, this is an example of the Flanderization.
I play Sonic Rivals, I know much what's going on in those games. Always doing in there. But it doesn't matter. You know why? Because I will always, and I mean it.
Well, that's what it is.
Love him just the way he is.
Flanderization with a real person. Damn.
And also,
My takedown is disabled. No.
act more quote unquote
What am I supposed to do in here?
or whatever. But honestly,
Every word she says in that
less.
voice, I
it
seriously want
doesn't
to believe
change my mind of
says it
how
like
I
that
see in
real life.
Silver.
Yeah.
In fact,
You
it
don't know.
makes me
Okay, how
want
old
to be
is this video?
supportive of him, and that's why.
What?
Brian, how old is this fucking video?
About 2020.
Ah, okay, so
We
it's not
should
that
do
old.
as a fangirl, people. Not what this.
Well, you know what? It's been 2 years. I hope her voice has developed to the point where it's just her mocking voice now. Like,
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can upgrade a weapon. Thank God.
So that's how those old people start sounding like that.
Yeah.
It all starts from
I
this.
personally find it incredibly cute and
Oh
adorable.
god,
Whenever
different
someone
red
tries to
soda
talk to me,
still.
seriously, I don't know, of course.
Ah, that guy, one that's happy looking, the one that isn't fucking demented. Alvin of the Chipmunks.
Oh, I didn't. It's because my I forgot that you have to do loadout in this.
She clearly
Lee!
I thought she was gonna say sheesh.
all. If he's determined about something, you would know.
Forgot that you have
he
to
wouldn't let
equip your
anyone
loadout in this.
Get in his way. Which would
It's kind of
explain of
annoying,
his
but whatever.
quote-unquote arrogant,
kind of.
quote-unquote brat, and quote-unquote
No, I said this is annoying, what I'm doing.
behavior.
Oh.
And Sonic and Silver didn't even know each other. So what makes you think he's just gonna be all like, hey, let's cooperate
this is
someone I don't even
completely
know and just
unrelated,
met?
real
Yes.
Okay, what is it?
I fucking hate when characters in like shows or movies or whatever say and then they say some stupid fucking quip. I hate that so goddamn much.
And that's a wrap.
Shut up! Shut up!
Why? I don't know why you're so mad about that.
Again,
It's not that
I don't know
bad.
much about the plot of Sonic
grating to
Rival
my
series,
ears.
but
Okay.
I know
It hurts for
for
me to hear it.
sure
But it's not a physically loud sound, so I don't
coming
know.
from the wrong
And
place
that's the break.
in his heart.
I'm exaggerating.
Of how she's
Okay.
Yeah, this person's not exaggerating. This person actually feels these emotions.
a huge fan of him.
But I still hate it.
And FYI, Syl was wondering where SBO went, since SBO was
Jesus
flying around
Christ,
regarding
no,
job
wow, I heard
He was
FYI.
didn't know what he was up to. So him saying, fine, I'll need you anyway.
She said FYI just now.
Besides,
Yeah, it has been a while since I heard that one.
And another thing, you acting like Silver can't be cooperative.
Let's try
but,
whatever this
once
one
SBO
is.
believed
Wait,
what was
what's
said about
this?
Chow, Silver explained to him what was going on with the whole Eggman Nega wants to release Ifrit. Kind of like Memphis
Why
was
can't
Same
I
thing can be said about Sega
go
Saturn,
in
the
there?
idea of fixing timelines to rescue Elise and Eggman from dying once he found out the truth about Memphis, thanks to Shadow. I find that very disrespectful.
Let's try one more of these levels, but I really don't like Deus Ex Preach. It's not very good.
What the hell are you talking about? Am I missing something here, folks?
Yeah, you
annoyed Sonic when
you are. You're getting all freaked out that somebody
Missing
has
your
a...
right. You're missing your right part of the brain.
Annoyed Sonic again.
What's up?
When Sue was trying to save the
What?
world, saying we need to talk to him
You're asking
first.
me?
And Sonic stated himself, "Yo, Silver,
someone else.
you're starting to get on my nerves."
Oh, are you talking to someone in real life?
100% with
Okay, now he's gone.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Oh, this is the moment. This is the moment. This is the infamous moment.
This is quite something.
What's the infamous moment? I don't know what the infamous moment
I recommend you
You'll
cover
see.
your ears.
Everyone shut the fuck up. Show me right now.
Fucking lovely fangirl we've got here.
So angry.
Fucking love.
Bro, this person's feeling these emotions.
I can feel this person
here,
fucking vibrating behind the
folks.
microphone.
Yes.
There's literally nothing else to be said about that.
About that.
Moving on.
So freaking angry.
Get this straight. You're saying
Someone
Silver
needs
lacks
to
critical
get Mega
thinking
Man
and
this minute.
believes
Help.
anything someone says, which happened in.
Damn it. Okay, let's take it down.
Also hated how he even treated poor Ted.
Ha.
When Tails comes to the bridge shout, and Silver comes in and says, "Fix happened." And poor Tails, because a bully stole his
I'm
rings.
gonna lose my mind soon.
It's turning into the Deadly Premonition music. I love it.
I'll get to why I think that's funny after I'm done reading this. Sorry. We all make mistakes, but Silver didn't even have the nerve to at least apologize. Okay, this one is hilarious.
Why does everything have to be drawn out?
Is she making
So over the top for no reason.
look bad? And again, she's supposedly a huge fan of him. But she also seems seems to forget of that SBO was the one who came up with the idea of stealing rings from Sonic and Tails because Sue was exhausted.
So this is something that happens in Sonic Rivals. I don't know.
Make him sound even more of a bad character by saying, "Oh, he's a bully for stealing."
Because I really care about Sonic Rivals.
And let me tell you something. Unlike Tails from Sonic Forces, he wasn't acting all wimpy and calling out for Sonic for help like some helpless baby. He was just shocked that Silver stole his rings and demanded him to return them. Silver needs to stop taking rings from innocent children. So...
God forbid you care about the innocent children, Sonic93.
Done that exactly.
Yeah, fuck children.
How could Silver do this?
Oh, is that what that was supposed to be for, that block?
Than everyone, especially.
Oh, I can just go down here.
He's always shouting, "I'm better," and I find that really annoying. Because no one is better.
She screams like Invader Zim a little bit.
Honest opinion.
No offense, Invader Zim.
Like the worst
She would make a killer black metal vocalist.
Bro, she got
Fuck!
days.
I was too close to that.
Okay, look.
I'll retry that because that was fun. That was actually my fault completely.
If she did some like fucking a little bit of training, she would make for a killer black metal vocalist.
She could. She could do it.
She could. I can imagine her.
I can imagine it too. It would actually be kind of good.
I can imagine.
Sonic93, if you're listening to this, take Elliot's advice.
She's probably.
Probably not. Probably went offline, which is a good idea. After all this.
She's looking through my window right now, guys.
Because he's competitive, not because he's braggy. And besides, he was like that as well inside Riders, Zero Gravity, and Free Riders when he says, "I'm not grateful." But I don't see you complain about that. So why are you only complaining over one thing he says when you play as him? Not to mention that other characters in those games are saying the similar things because, oh, I don't know, it's a competition.
Okay, whatever. That's such a non-argument.
But on his bad days,
Hwah! Hwah!
I really hate.
The subtitle said he's an Aryan image.
An Aryan image?
Oh my god, YouTube subtitles.
YouTube subtitles are white supremacist, confirmed.
Oh my god. Why YouTube subtitles are you Grandpa Lyle's Keys fans?
Are they Nazis? Like,
Yes, they are.
yeah, it's pretty good. But good job, YouTube.
Sure, he also acts in the Archie comics as well. He can get
So you can't criticize a character you like, is what where we're at right now.
Of course.
And she's not giving any example of that.
I don't know.
So lovely. So you could go so much in detail of how and why you find Silver annoying and immature in those other points, but not in this one? Is it because it's the Archie comics and you're not really catching up with I mean, I don't know much about the Archie comics either, but if you can mention that you don't like Silver in the comics as well, might as well give me the D-ton. I mean, you already pissed me off as it is, but at least give me your reasons. Not that it would make any sense, but still.
If I ever get
And
a
to be completely
sound pad,
honest,
I need to
like I said in my
save
Amy Rose
that.
rant,
I
I
need
don't
to
think he's that much of a difference in
her going. I
Yeah.
need to save that if I ever get a sound pad.
Yeah. Also, can we just take a moment to appreciate how bad this rant sona is?
It's quite bad.
It's just.
I listen to rants just as background noise. This is actively hurting my progress.
Okay, do you want me to, like, shift over to the other video?
Probably, yes.
Is that video? I hope it's public. I hope I can find it. Sonic93, Amy... No, not Amy Rose. Amy Chan.
That sounds disturbing.
Where's the is there a video of that interview? Is there wait, how about this? Dumbsville. Come on, buddy. Punished Venom Dumbsville, is that what that is? We are diamond dogs. Make diamonds from their ashes. Take them into battle with us.
It's completely unrelated. Okay, you're right. So, what the fuck am I gonna do for Halloween?
You know what you do for Halloween?
What?
Put on a monkey mask, go outside and watch all the kids laugh at you.
Maybe.
Where is this interview video?
Maybe. That'd be funny. I think that would be funny at least.
Yes.
Okay, no, seriously though, because like I feel like the age I'm at, I'm a bit too old for trick or treating. Yeah.
Bro, I went last year at 17. You're never too old.
Wait, there's a video of Zumsville and Sonic93 talking. That's interesting.
I am the younger cousin. And
There's always someone younger. There's always.
My younger sibling is only like 1 year younger. Like, okay, 1.5 years younger than me.
That will do. Honestly, you're still a teenager, so as long as they can't prove you're an adult, they can still give you candy.
Oh, Akai Dahlia was in the video.
I mean, that's how it usually goes where I live.
That's
Like,
interesting.
we live near Business Street, so on Halloween, we always go on to Business Street. I know my little cousins. And they also give me candy, because they think I'm a... Well, I was a teenager, now I'm not, so...
You know what? Let's look at this video, because this video has all of this content in it.
Please give me huggy wuggy.
I live in the fucking Texan suburbs.
You know you fucked up when the person
That's okay. They're probably the same.
years
Unfortunately, there's no subtitles.
and people agree more with her.
So you're gonna have to turn up the volume nice and loud.
What in God's name are you doing? Back off, you crazy bitch!
Please give me huggy wuggies.
Okay.
This is on you.
Okay then. Nice start.
X3. What's this? Oh, whoa.
Oh, whoa!
Let's have a little look-see here.
Alright then.
The race community is like a middle school kid hiding in their pillow fort, making fun of everyone else. They will tell you how to feel, how to think, and how to act, without
There
you
we
ever
go.
really knowing who they are. Until it
That's what's
crumbles, whether it's just on its own.
Funny story about Red
they knock
Community.
it
Do
over
anyone know Diesel Patches?
themselves, or
Who?
Do any of you know Diesel Patches? They would like the choo-choo train head.
No, I don't remember that guy.
So basically,
I know who he is and I don't like him.
yeah. So basically, he was a rant YouTuber who basically tried to call out Pyrocynical because of fucking Turkey Tom's stupid ass video. And then when Pyrocynical actually made his own rebuttal and was like, guys, look at all this stuff that just is not true, that people are literally just saying that isn't true, they have no proof. And he immediately said, yeah, okay, I'm sorry, and moved on like nothing happened.
Yeah. That's
He just
great.
made one I'm sorry video and just moved on.
So that's kind of like what Sonic93 is not,
someone gets
but also
pissed
is, but
and
also
turns
is
into a
not,
character
but
for
also
a
is.
Rampage. They are not much better than the people that
They're
they
all
make
like
fun of
commentary
or criticize.
YouTubers, like,
Do you need
fucking
examples
Diesel
that
Patches
aren't
and-
from our tiny little sped
The
community?
p-
As the big
The Pondering Llama.
God, it's Tara. Holy shit, it's fucking
Hi, Tara.
Shit, Tara. What's up? Why is there two rules? Discount of Alabama.
So now,
big brain
Who's
skeptics
deceased?
like Soygoon of a
Soy good.
yeah, Soygon.
Pretty good.
Interesting.
And then here comes Medicare calling him out. And then he's smuggling the entire time.
What is smuggling?
I thought it was brilliant going on your stream, admitting that Jaworski was correct when he said you dox young boys on Facebook.
There's a gay wallpaper on iOS.
Is there a joke or banter here? I'm waiting for your hot
I'm
take.
waiting for you.
You've had 5 years
to
comparing with SJWs. Where's the fire car?
Wait, but I don't care about this.
93,
Here.
Just a normal girl making videos, calling out things that need to be fixed. No screws missing. All sense, no bullshit.
Uh-oh. This is the video.
I guess to move on to the next question now. How long has Ruth's obsession been with Silver, and were there any signs
Here we go.
red flags you noticed early on?
I remember like 2 instances.
That's Amy Chan, by the way,
The first
of
one that
like her
comes to
best
mind
friend,
is,
ex-best
like,
friend.
We were actually doing a video call at the time. So she was.
That was like a
wearing
really
makeup.
easy level.
She actually said
That-
to me, "Do you think Silver would like it?"
Whoa.
Of course.
I mean,
That's a little weird.
Oh,
They were like
yeah.
late teenagers.
I'm a fake fictional headshot.
Nice. Silver's property.
So who is this cute little YouTuber and her delicious little channel? Well, she's a member of our rant community
Absolutely
with a YouTube channel. Almost
channel. I want to
14,000
choke
subscribers. She's a pretty big
Bago douches words, not
You might
mine.
say 14K isn't a lot, big fucking deal. But you have to understand the rant and
What
commentary
is this?
community.
A
Our
hyperlink.
reach and our
Oh,
quality,
okay. It takes us
most
to the
of
next
in the community
thing.
don't have very high quality videos. We generally don't have good edits, if any. The audio sounds like ass. We have no
Ass.
passion. We can't write scripts to save our
AVGN.
lives, and we do things in one take, and we ramble without much conclusion. But Ruth
I would
is
actually
different.
be
Ruth
Friday.
started her rant career on the most serious business back in 2007 to 2013. Sonic Fiends. Because,
Look at
as
this.
we all know, Sonic is serious.
Ah,
Disney.
Christian.
But she really took off when she made a video about a particular Sonic fiend, Akaya Dahlia.
Akaya.
She was a pretty popular target due to her devotion to her Mirisu pairing with Sonic and her very poor attitude and ungratefulness with others and their efforts. Nothing is worse than those who take others for granted, never listen to feedback, and are unhinged and delusional. I hate people like
you want
that.
to see the most advertisement in the history of advertising? I
Let
think
me
it's
see it.
very funny, and you're stuck with the. Oh wait, no, that's the Wiggles PNG.
No.
Not
Why are you
the-
saying Wiggles PNG?
It's the Wiggles PNG. You're stuck with the Wiggles PNG.
I want to
Stop
see the
the
Wiggles.
fucking.
I'm gonna swap games. We did a grand total of 1 mission.
Where's the Wiggles?
That was great.
The Wiggles PNG.
We found it on DeviantArt. It's literally just a Wiggles PNG.
Somebody literally just made a PNG of the Wiggles.
And put it on DeviantArt. Yes.
Okay, let me send this to myself real quick, because the link just isn't working.
One moment. We're gonna continue the video. I just want us to pay attention whenever Amy Chan is talking because she's the insider that has.
Amy Chan Fortnite?
Is what Fortnite?
Know about it.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah.
Tara's just going crazy and fucking insane again.
Is it just because something was mentioned that?
Caprice. Is that a Capri Sun romance?
Yes, it's disgusting. I hate it.
Let's play some Devil May
Your
Cry.
kids will never.
That's a game I'll have more fun playing, to be
Your
honest.
kids will never. What does that mean?
The craft of cringe. The craft of what the fuck is
Wait, guys, listen. Listen.
Time where I didn't get time enough to talk to her as often as
Regarding their
I
friendship.
because I had gotten busy with real life and stuff, so I didn't get to talk to her every day. What would happen was I would get to talk to her again, and
Amy Chan was the other video person in Sonic93's videos.
very common thing for her to pretty much just force me to stay up like way late into the night just to talk to her.
Yo,
because
oh,
like I
guys,
said
good news.
in the
There's gonna
previous
be
part.
Wait.
Discord Nitro where people can have a custom avatar and a larger file limit for $3 a month.
Our times.
Oh,
Zones
Discord
are-
Nitro. Discord Nitro.
Great.
I
Also,
just might buy that.
guys, listen to this.
Massively different. So nighttime for me means morning for her, and so
Of course.
I was pretty much forced very often to stay up like late into the night for my time because she
When you hear how late this is, you'll see. At first, you're like, oh, whatever. What is this? You'll see how late it is and how she would like guilt trip her apparently.
talk to her.
Oh, nice.
And if I
For not
showed
doing it.
signs of being tired, she didn't like it.
Devil May Cry.
If I
don't like
was
commentary
saying
YouTubers.
that I was tired, she
This
would
isn't a
say,
commentary video though.
I know.
Well,
I just felt like
don't you
mentioning I
dare
don't
sleep
like
now
commentary
because
YouTubers for no reason.
if you leave, then you're gonna
annoying.
take forever to come back.
Fair enough.
Me being the person who is just too nice, I didn't want to set her off, so I had to force myself to stay up.
Quality
and
music.
Wait,
I
listen.
want to say the latest
Oh, that's
she kept
funny.
was
In Devil May
maybe
Cry.
around maybe 6 or 6:30 in the morning.
6:30 in the morning.
No.
That's how late. So literally the day reversed. And she would get mad apparently.
I actually almost passed out a couple of times because of this.
Well, this was like a best friend apparently.
Even then, she still
Yeah, at that point, that would
wouldn't
be
let
my
me go
best
to bed
friend.
most
Poor
of the
thing.
time.
So yeah, it's pretty shitty.
Made her video less than 10 minutes. Pretty decent, size, I'd say. However, she wasn't satisfied, and she couldn't hold it in anymore. So she made
We need to
another
practice Nero's like Devil Trigger now that we have it.
video, and another.
And another. And this is the 4-hour combined series.
And another. And another.
4 hours. Oh my
Totaling
god.
almost 4 hours. All in the span of a single year. But don't go thinking
That's
Ruth
cool, we
is
have a totally
some
different
overly
thing.
obsessive little girl, because she clearly isn't.
Oh, here. There she is, borderline orgasming over Silver.
Just a one-trick pony. She also went after another person.
What?
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 This guy? What?
No, no.
That's
no.
Yoshi Weeb 1.
Obsessively fangirling over a character is something that I did when I was like 11.
Yeah, but Ruth was like 17 at the time.
Oh god.
So...
Yoshi Weeb.
He looks like such a creeper, though.
I don't really know anything about this guy, to be honest. I mean, do you really care about this? Because I really don't. All you need to know is that Ruth made like 2 videos on this guy, and they total about 2 hours. Ruth's channel really took off. And before she knew it, she got a very sizable channel and fan base loyal to her content. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Sonic93. I'm not kidding around. I have all of her merchandise. I have my Sonic93 hat. I got my Sonic93 balloon.
She didn't have any merch, by the way.
T-shirt, and I even have Sonic93 brand underwear. They're women's, but
Anyway, let's get back to...
around the time where she entered her Raphael. There.
Here.
So yeah, it was during
Raphael
her
phase.
and she was talking about like she decided that she's a Raphael fangirl now, and she doesn't like it, but she, I guess, likes it. I don't know.
Wait, what?
She was talking about
That's
it.
so
and
confusing.
She looked at me and she was like, "Hey, do you think Silver would think that I'm cheating on him?"
What? What is it with the Sonic fans and thinking that the characters...
Why is it always Sonic fans too?
Yeah, like, King Master Review did the same thing. With Silver. He was like, Silver's living with me.
And it's like the smartest cat. It's like the most famous cat on Reddit. Oh my god.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, Silver does this to people, I guess. I don't know. It's the psychokinetic powers just rubbing off on
Oh
everyone.
my god, that's really funny. Okay, to be
So
fair,
Ruth decided she was gonna
I
make.
have been in love with numerous fictional characters across my lifetime, and it's embarrassing, but
Yeah.
they're still a part of my life. But I don't think they're real. I'm not delusional.
Well, yeah.
And
next
once I'm
big
in real life
slam
relationships
dunk.
with people, then they are of no consequence apart from the fact of, hey, that's a good character. But
Or that happened.
Of course.
real.
Next
Well,
video,
they have
it's gonna
Of
be
course.
good. She's been expanding your channel. She's got a new little blue Yeti microphone. She's got better thumbnails. Her audio is so much better because of her new mic, and her avatar is
I like
different,
how her
and
spine
she's
is just
going through
fucking decimated
changes.
in this picture.
Everything is gonna be good. She makes a new video, it's gonna be a slam dunk. Another job well done, views and subs for the taking. With her rage techniques, she'll amuse everybody. Besides, that's why most people watch her stuff, right? I mean, that's why people like ranters in the first place, is to see them get mad at stuff that just irritates them, because they want someone to rally up behind, right?
Alright, sorry about that, I'm back.
So, what
What's
could
up?
possibly go wrong? Oh.
What's going on?
Oh, shit. That doesn't look good. How could this
What's up?
Nah, we're just listening to it. We're just listening to it.
Okay.
be?
Yeah, this is why we have
She
trouble
does
finding
what she
anything.
always does. What could cause all this to happen?
For what reason?
We'll have to dissect this video to... Damn it! It's gone! Well, we need to find a way to view this video. I see this fine lady made a commentary on it. Golly, let's take a look and see what happened.
He was too optimistic.
It's no use.
That annoying voice.
So, again with the whole, because the game was rushed, I'm blaming on Silva's horrible debut.
I'm practicing some moves
Silva's
here.
gameplay was significantly slower and more tedious than the other characters' gameplay.
I mean, yeah, that's a valid criticism.
Isn't that what it's usually getting you into liking a
Very valid. Here we go.
so low while he's not saying why Silver is a good character or why Silver is his favorite character.
Yeah. Ruth, I don't know if you saw the title of the video.
How do I double trigger again? Oh, it's been so long. There we go.
Why is this character handled so poorly in the story?
I happen to find another fan, or worse, even supposedly a
What?
Silver on DA poster who was stating a similar opinion.
It's the parasite.
It's even worse.
Who's the parasite?
Me.
Elliot's friend.
Oh, Nyan. Nyan, we're doing
The parasite. We're talking about some random Sonic fan.
No, not just a random Sonic fan. Do you know who Sonic93 is?
No.
Okay, well, here's who she is. Time for her to scream.
Sonic93. I didn't know who Sonic93
She's screaming about people not respecting Silver despite claiming to be Silver fangirls.
I've been watching fucking Ghetto Smosh all day.
What?
All I've been doing today is watch Ghetto Smosh.
Ghetto Smosh.
Because she just kept going on
You don't know what Ghetto
on
Smosh
how
is?
she finds Silver annoying. And fucking annoying!
Yeah.
So, we're not allowed to address if a character is annoying or not?
And she's supposed to be
This music, though. They're going for the Christopher Nolan effect of like making the music loud, drowning out the dialogue. Wait, can I?
The fuck are you to judge who is and who isn't a fangirl of your favorite character?
Can I not?
Did you
Like,
honestly just make this video to gatekeep other Silver fans from having different reasons for
this is the greatest video of all time.
character? Protective of your
I guess I
personal
can't
Bond
have
though.
Devil Trigger be at max just
I
to.
didn't force her.
I think I have to go out of this in
I
order
just
to.
kindly suggested, hey, maybe you should take a look at it just to see where Alduin's
Yeah,
coming
whoa,
from,
whoa,
because I'm pretty sure she wasn't the only one with the thoughts that Alduin had. Kind of look at it a bit, just see where other people are coming from, basically. I suggested that, and I was
Yeah, boom,
don't get the
Devil
wrong
Trigger.
idea. I'm still
Pull my devil trigger.
situation. I'm on nobody's side here. I'm just trying to see it both ways.
And did you know that you can't sing?
Wait, you're talking to me?
Yeah, you can't sing. I can't either, so it's fine.
No, it's okay. That's actually the tone of the song. I don't know.
Oh, it is?
You've never heard Devil Trigger?
Because, I see where Alduin's coming from, and I don't want people
Alrighty.
to forget about it. It's
Savage.
weird because I wrote. It was a super long thing that I wrote to her, so like when I had come back, I don't know if she didn't read the full thing at first because it was pretty long, but she sounded like she was okay with it, like she thought it was reasonable. I'd come back later and it completely changed.
Six skill. Okay, this is cool.
Really angry.
This is a cool
You're
combo.
siding with some stranger over me just because of some troll video.
Whoa, yo, that was cool.
Many times.
That's awesome. Okay, yeah, this is worthwhile to practice these combos.
But I guess because I was mentioning...
Because we've maintained an S combo for like the past 10 minutes. That's 3 minutes. So she got triggered about her friend saying that your video is dumb.
Backstabber. She was saying that... She was saying like, oh,
Happy birthday!
I can't believe you would do this. I thought you knew me better than that. You're
Boom.
a backstabber. Oh, I can never trust you again. She told me that I screwed up big time by doing this. You know, she actually said like, you know, I'm gonna need a few days to really think about this because I'm thinking about ending our friendship. Yeah.
Over a disagreement about like someone else's video that wasn't even in their real life.
Like, don't do this. I'm sorry.
It's great.
I didn't want to upset you like this, but
It's great. Imagine ending a friendship over
really ending our friendship.
a YouTube video
Let me ask this point, like,
that someone
just a
else
reminder
made.
for everybody watching, how long have you two been friends at this point?
10 years?
10 after 10 years. Come
I
on.
did the math. It was like 11 years, right? Because you knew her since you were 13.
That's ridiculous, dude.
And she wanted to end that long of a friendship over a disagreement of some point she made on a video.
This is embarrassing. Fuck. Well, that didn't go so good. What happened? So, I guess we really have to take a look at this from a different standpoint.
Why is it aiming up?
Let's just see what's
Okay.
wrong for ourselves, I guess. But I guess if I had to describe it like this,
We also need to get Virgil at some
I
point
guess I would
for
say,
this game.
from that perspective, Ruth's panties got so bunched over some
He really likes using
character
this.
she likes, that she didn't even realize how weird or petty she looked over her arguments. She's pulling the no true Scotsman fallacy by saying
Thanks to
only
the
true
fallacy argument,
fangirls
the fallacy
will
thing.
criticize their favorite thing. This isn't right. I mean, I talked so highly of her. How could she do something so silly and call
Let's
it
speed
all
it up a
drama?
little bit.
It isn't warranted. What was to be gained? No, she wouldn't. She wouldn't make a video calling out some pretty much innocent people to stick her fans on them to lash out at them, right? No. That can't be. She wouldn't do that. Well, hopefully she'll learn from this. I mean, hey, look, she's got a new video out. Maybe she'll clear this up.
Hey guys. Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh, here we go.
I am not gonna lie, I am incredibly nervous right now because what I am about to talk about is very important, and it's regarding.
Oh, it's very
what
important.
happened past half a year ago. Well, basically, what happened half a year ago.
It's
So,
you know, Sermon on the Mount.
Sonic93 is not used with a fan base, and that video got negative response. And to put in short of why, it was because of the way I portrayed myself. And I'm gonna be honest, in the beginning, I had no idea of why, because I was thinking all I'm doing is sorry, all I'm doing is saying my opinions. I don't see what the big deal was. And she's supposed to be.
Here we go. So we have to reiterate like how ridiculous this was.
And for those who don't know what the video was about, I was basically talking about two people who were saying their opinions about Silver. And
Ooh,
they
there we go.
I felt I was
That
really
thing's
up on it, not
cool.
because it was different opinions
Rip.
than mine. No, of course not. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions, obviously.
And all of a sudden she shows up online while I'm talking to him, and I don't remember what she said. I think she said call me or something. Like, I don't remember how it started, but we were starting a voice call and Gmod muted himself. As soon as
Gmod?
I hit the button to
Who's
answer,
Gmod?
As soon as I can hear it, the first thing I hear is
Do you
screaming.
not know what Gmod is?
No, I know what Gmod is, but it sounds like they're referring to a person.
You know, going on how she can't trust me, whatever. Like, it's bad. Like, the way she was, like, you know how she's.
I'm not sure though.
Like,
Is 9 still? Oh, 9's still in here. Listening to Ghetto Smash's new song right now, pretty based.
Also, look at this picture. What is this picture?
I'm using it as a grindcore album
Imagine
cover.
that, but
Real.
worse and more angry. Right.
I'm trying to figure out.
On and on. No matter what I said, like nothing was making her stop. Like she just kept on. She kept screaming and screaming and screaming and insulting me.
Whoa.
You know, saying she could never trust me. Like, oh, you screwed up big time. How could you do this? You messed everything up. Like, it actually got to the point where she sent me into a massive panic attack.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was at this point where I just wanted everything to stop. I wanted her to stop. I wanted her to stop yelling. Like, I couldn't even speak. Like, that's how bad it was.
Really?
So I had to.
So, like what Cyrax was doing in that call. You know what? Let's pull that up for a depiction of the state of affairs that it sounds like Amy Chan was in.
I'm just looking at the action figures right now.
Okay. Thanks.
Random. Oh, yo, Pokemon news time! Pokemon news time! Pokemon news time! Alright, let's go see what we got here.
Dog.
If you keep on trying this, I'll show everybody the real fucking proof about
Here we go. This is a depiction.
But there is no
Is it not Pokemon news time?
Maybe I'll post up your little fucking DUI.
DUIs.
Pokemon news time is on Sunday. Epic.
Well, there's nothing to
Thank
be
you for letting
embarrassed
us
about.
know.
Yeah, there's nothing to be embarrassed about.
You're fucking with somebody that is out of your league. You're fucking with somebody that is smarter than you,
So,
faster than you, and can actually fucking kick your
Cyrus, why'd you hide behind your grandmother, dude? Why'd you hide behind your grandmother, dude? Well, of course I am.
Alright, I think we're ready to like try to get high ranks on a mission.
I'm laughing because it's ridiculous.
Anyway, yeah, that's a depiction. You are gonna go for like find you and kill
I
you.
had to type, you know, I was begging, I was saying I'm so sorry, I was saying I shouldn't have done this, I was saying anything I could to make her stop pretty much, but it wasn't working, she wasn't having it. You know, at the very end, like, you know, when she finally stopped screaming, she was still angry, but she stopped screaming, she ended the friendship right there.
You'll have to
She
be
said, "I can never trust you
stylish to
again."
survive
She just
this.
said goodbye and shut the call off. I was still a mess
Real.
when she shut
Let's
that
try
call off. I
this.
could barely get any sleep that.
I'd imagine, like.
Try to get an A rank or S rank on this.
Well, she's apologizing. She's fixing the problem. She's saying, yes, I'm not in the wrong, but, you know, why does it sound... It just kind of sounds like she doesn't really know what she was talking about.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe it's just me.
Bark, bark.
I'll tell you this. I'm gonna keep a bit of an eye out on Sonic93. Make a silly mistake like this again.
One sec.
We all make mistakes.
What
This
is
isn't
it?
anything new. Everyone's been in some hot water every now and again. Nobody's perfect. This can't happen again.
For what reason? Just for taking you?
When we first got
Hey
together,
Ryan,
like, she
remember
was
that one
actually cool
time?
with it.
Remember that one time we were
And,
looking
like,
at Among
it
Us
was
real
all
quick
good.
for
Like,
a joke, and you
they
said it
didn't
was
talk
hot.
too much, but they
Okay.
did a few times here and there. And,
Well.
you know, they got along fine.
Apparently I made a noise.
Hey Ryan,
Yes?
remember that one time we were looking at Among Us Rule 34 as a joke, and you said it was hot?
It was a specific image.
Yeah, you still said it was hot. It wasn't even.
Okay, thanks for calling me out again on
It
stream.
was literally just a regular ass crewmate, but with a fat ass, and you're like, that's hot.
Well, yeah, because it was because it was curvy. Did you see that picture?
Yeah, I know. It's still a freaking Among Us crewmate.
Yeah, but I was talking about the picture. I
It's
wasn't.
an Among Us crewmate.
Yeah, but the picture was good.
What do you mean the picture?
It was a curve. Okay, let's get back to Sonic 9.
You mean like how well it was drawn?
No, I mean it was a well drawn, like curvy picture.
You're talking about an.
I know. I'm talking about the picture, not the crewmate.
That's the same thing. It's a picture of a crewmate.
No, but the crewmate is depicted in a manner which is not the same as the game. It's not like it was an Among Us crewmate as depicted in the game.
Among Us crew. I can't tell if we're arguing about this seriously or as a joke anymore.
No, I'm presenting to you the substantive facts that this is not how crewmates are depicted in Among Us, therefore it's not the same.
It's still a fucking crewmate.
No, but that's not how they're depicted in the game, though.
I just realized Rado joined. Hi, Rado. We're
Hi, Rado. He was attempting to cancel me over saying what. Anyway, let's watch the Sonic video. Watch this. Watch the Sonic video. Watch the Sonic video.
She started like.
I'm gonna look at action
She started accusing me.
So you have to understand some of my clients.
More time with
They
him.
made the Among Us sexy, so it's not his fault. They had to do it to him.
And she, out of nowhere, just started hating him.
They made the Among Us sexy against.
I didn't realize there was gonna be a letter in here. A new letter.
Oh boy. Yes, kind of. Thing with those two.
Yes.
I'm not here to talk about my stupid comment. I don't want to be held accountable for the things I say.
Was it not your client's decision to be attracted to it in the first place? Yes?
No, it was not his decision at all, my friend.
Oh, are you trying to be Ace Attorney? Is that what this is?
Something else, and then they turned the Among Us into that something else.
So is this Ace Attorney?
Shut
No,
up,
this
nerd.
is me defending you, don't worry.
Okay, I
So
appreciate
as you
it.
can see by the evidence, he is not a
Shut up, nerd.
This is good arguments by Elliot here.
God damn, he's winning.
Very good argument.
Great.
Thank you,
You
Ryan.
hit me with the shut up, nerd, and I couldn't do anything. I'm
It's
sorry,
it's
bro.
a it's a trap card. You can't do anything.
The whole relationship in general, it was like, it was.
Let's get back to the Sonic video. It's what I was here to react
I don't
to.
want to say this guy's name
just
because I
calling the shut up
don't
nerd,
want
you can't do
people
shit.
to try tracking him down because for all I know he could
So I
have
figured-
from this by now and
Okay, I can go back and read
so
this letter
I'll
later,
just
I
keep it
believe.
anonymous. I don't know how they met and how they.
They're telling me I'm like thanks for
times where he was kind of like he acted kind of creepy.
new cutscene, too.
One of the major things about him at the time.
Ass reminds me of.
Oh wait, that was in the mission. I'm an idiot.
It's a Ryan. Okay, it's a Ryan stream and I'm in it. I have to read something.
No, we're listening to the video. I need
I want to
to.
read something. It's an obligation, Ryan. It's an obligation.
No, Elliot, I want to react to this video, and there's no subtitles.
I want to read the.
Well then, I'm sorry. Go to the other VC and do it. I can't. I need to react to this video.
I want to read it on stream.
Well, okay. We'll do it within the next 30 minutes. Give me 30 minutes.
I can't do it in the next 30
Also, can we not scream when Rado just entered?
It's supposed to be downstairs right now. It's short, Ryan. It's short.
Elliot, are you being a bad boy?
Okay.
Yes, I'm being a bad boy.
Guys, let's not scream like crazy, please.
Yeah, I still haven't lost my.
Want to be a bad boy? Give you 2 licks.
What did I just say?
Shut up, Jojo. You're not my fucking dad.
What did I just say?
We're not even the same race.
Alright, let's quiet.
Are you guys done now?
What?
Yes, Rado, what is it?
Are you guys done now?
Yes, they're done. They're done.
Thank you.
Wow.
Done screaming. I'm sorry.
Now I'm gonna whisper to you.
What were you gonna say?
I was never
Nothing.
gonna.
I was just really tired of the screaming.
Yeah, guys, that like seriously, when I tell you guys to stop, can we please?
But I want to read the thing. I'm kidding. I'll shut up now.
Okay.
My
Wait,
And you-
type it out in chat. I want to read it.
So,
It's in quotes.
how do I just stick my penis right up in there and how do we just get it on? So, you know.
Oh my God.
How do we just get it on? And,
Blockbuster critic talking about King Master Review.
It's fine with me. Go right ahead. So
I'm not having a stroke.
For all fanboys.
I can't see anything.
That was an imitation and parody of King Master Review, who was another Silver fanboy.
But he was the one that really
Oh,
stuck out the most, I guess, because of how she was with him. She would say like they all worshipped her like a goddess. Like, she was
What?
perfect and everything.
Oh my god.
Of course.
Sounds like Christian. Okay, nice image, please.
Quality artwork.
This video is so weird. I'll say it's like a modern art video.
Oh no. Oh,
I don't want to depict this as modern art.
Uh-oh.
Why is she doing this? Why can't you just let this go?
Let's start the mission. I've been sitting here
She
for...
apologized and everything went on like it was over. And here we are. Okay. Okay. Maybe she has some decent points. It can't be that bad.
What's this music?
Can it?
It could be.
Oh, that dislike ratio is pretty high.
It's a lightsaber.
There's some likes here. I mean, there's still some hope. This can't be all bad. Why don't we watch a little bit and see what's up?
Now you might wonder, why am I making a video about it when a topic died and I already apologized for it? Well, the thing is, I never really discussed what really happened for a lot of reasons. I mean, I did explain my intentions and such in the apology video, but not really what happened beforehand. One of the biggest reasons is that I got...
Do you know who Sonic93 is, Rado?
Yeah, I've watched all the videos by Jonesville, and I was there while he was still making new videos on it.
Oh, okay, so you're familiar with all this. So you can meme on this with us?
I'm familiar with her being a piece of shit.
Yeah, apparently abusive to Amy-chan, too, so that's good.
What is it with abusive, insane people on the internet?
It's the internet.
Gives them a place where people don't think they're crazy.
Yeah. Nice
It's more the internet
dog
lets them
statue.
remove themselves from the consequences because of the anonymity.
Yeah, they don't learn that their actions have consequences.
Actually, they just don't care. They don't have to.
Have consequences.
Your actions have consequences. Nice balloon. But yeah, so that's what we're caught up on, pretty much the basics of this. However, it's pretty remarkable that this whole Sonic93 thing is like, as the rabbit hole goes as deep as it does, that there was like friendship, like drama to that extent. You know what I mean?
Me personally, nah, I've kind of expected this.
I guess.
It was getting out of hand.
But mostly because you showed me the start, so of course I knew it was gonna happen.
Kind of look at it a bit, just see where other people are coming from, basically. As soon as I hit...
Filthy mother sucker. What?
As soon as I could hear it, the first thing I hear is screaming.
Well, I mean, you can basically say the same thing.
On the internet.
So
Wait,
the internet.
what do you mean? You're talking about...
I value shit.
Oh yeah, like you said they were bullying a Kai?
Yeah, bullying some randomized person on the internet.
But to be fair, Akai Dahlia was like goading them on to like mess
Well,
with...
yeah, and then Kai wasn't a good person, and they're allowed to have a problem with that. But, like, making fun of her fucking OC and whatever the fuck, it was stupid. I'm gonna say it.
they were really petty.
If someone's a jerk doesn't mean you should be a jerk to them.
Well, they were really petty about it too. They were like, oh my god, the OC is like sexual with Sonic, how stupid. It's like, yeah, that is dumb, but at the same time, like, do we need to make 15 videos about it?
What can I say? If content's selling, content's selling.
But, like, I don't know if she even monetized those. I don't even know if he could.
So she's a dumbass.
She just liked doing it, I guess.
Yeah, like with me, I don't monetize any of my videos because I don't care.
I guess she just wanted to pass the time. We'll never know.
About bringing it up again, even though it was already over. And what was that you said about Amy-chan? That she's not backing you up?
She's not backing me up.
Get your back against somebody else. That's insanely cowardly. I mean, does she have to feed you as well? Does she have to wipe your ass for you? I mean, come on, can't you be independent? Is it really that hard?
So it was really hard for me to figure out what to do with the situation without the support I truly needed back then.
Really? Without the support you needed, you can't defend yourself?
But ever since around the beginning of 2000,
It's your drama, why does Amy-chan need to defend you?
who will collab with me on this video to talk more in details about what happened. They have truly been there for me and supported me. They were truly understanding, open-minded, and knew that these rant views about me were very off.
You need 3 people to defend you.
Yeah, wait, what?
A 15-year-old.
Yeah, this was a 15-year-old on DeviantArt.
So you need 3 people to wipe your ass for you?
And Alduin Gajinka was just like poking the bear.
That's kind of overkill.
Like that's all Alduin Gajinka did, pointed that stuff out, you know? Like...
And this video would never have been created if it wasn't for their encouragement. So come along and introduce yourself to the audience, guys.
Hey guys, it's me, Minnie the Mini. I've been a huge fan of Sonic93 for a long time, and I feel bad for not helping out.
This video is really strange, I'll say that. The pacing is insane.
Also, I didn't do it originally because the rant videos kind of convinced me to not believe in Sonic93.
Based on what? What do you mean?
I see what you're doing, and now I'm here to defend it.
Well, I gotta ask you something real quick, my dude, before you go out and fight the good fight for your precious queen. How does it
Of course it's weird.
And so much of an ass kiss.
But you're absolutely correct.
Frontline Freak Show!
Willingly believe what she tells you. And then just go along with it and then openly say, I'm gonna defend you, my queen. I'm gonna protect you from those mean, nasty critics.
The situation that happened with Draco and Minnie, I don't know if you've heard about that one.
I know about
Oh, we're back to this. I wish I could find this video without their commentary.
Ruth had essentially been.
But I think it doesn't exist anymore.
Like 2 15-year-old boys.
Whoa, what?
Without her permission.
Wait, what was the allegation? Hold on. Wait, Rat, do you know what this is?
What'd he say?
Ruth had essentially verbally abused like 2 15-year-old boys.
Do you know what that is?
The internet.
Hold on. Replay that one?
Yeah.
Essentially what happened was very
Minnie, I don't know if you heard about that one.
I know about that one, yeah.
Wait, let me go back.
I'm gonna protect
Here.
you from those mean, nasty critics.
Here.
The situation that happened with Draco and Minnie, I don't know if you've heard about that one.
I don't know who Draco is.
What happened was very recently it was revealed that Ruth had essentially verbally abused like 2 15-year-old boys for talking to Fox without her permission.
Okay, bye.
No, Minnie was.
No, I haven't heard of that.
That's weird. Let's keep listening.
Draco is in his 30s, I believe.
Oh, I did not know about that.
Hi everyone, I am Super Sprite65, but most people just call me Sprite.
Oh, hi.
I'm the guy who made Sonic93 sprites.
What is?
Now,
Oh, really?
that Sonic93 made. To be honest, I didn't really find it.
This now.
What
Yeah, it was the guy who made her sprites.
What is it? What happened?
She was just fucking worse to him.
What did she do? Oh yeah, I heard about that, but what did she do?
I don't quite remember.
I guess we'll get that.
Yeah.
We'll get that context.
That offensive that people attack her for it. It seemed a bit like the Amy Rose video to me. Just talking about people's opinions on a character that didn't make sense. And Sonic93 would just critique it. That's basically all it was. There was no reason to get upset over it. Now, since Sonic93 has removed the video, I can't remember much of it. But I do remember the video wasn't that bad as people felt. So after a while, when I was getting in touch with Sonic93 and making her talk sprites, I was on YouTube one day to find a video on her titled Deaths of Sonic93. I was kind of surprised by this. Now, I didn't watch the video because lately with videos like that, it would always make me annoyed or upset due to how these new YouTubers act in their videos. But that's for another time.
So here we have retard number 2. So
Okay.
you didn't even bother watching these videos that were very critical of Sonic93.
You didn't need to do that, but whatever.
You said that you didn't even remember the video in the first place. Except
Yeah, we didn't need to say that, but whatever.
And you are completely willing to listen to what Ruth tells you.
You can tell
and
he's
completely ignore
when
the other
someone
side,
says that, that's to
just
me
so
an
you can
indicator
stick up
they just
for
want to have fun.
Bravo.
Possibly in
Nah,
the series.
it's not that. It's not a nice thing to say. You shouldn't say it.
Why there's a rampage on her. She explained it was the situation and linked me the video where she apologized. After I saw the video, we discussed it a bit, and then she told me more details that she didn't share in public. And eventually, she asked for my Discord because she needed to talk to someone after everything that happened, especially since Amy wasn't around to support her. So I gave her my Discord, and we talked ever since. And now I'm here to give my fully support and proof on what happened last year that wasn't what it seemed like.
Well, sorry to say, homeboy, but judging by the way this video is rated, it looks like that proof and her testimonies, her one-sided testimonies, weren't enough. And now you look like a fucking idiot. Nice job.
I know some people have asked about this, and
This video is strange.
but let's
Its
discuss
pacing
Super
is just
Sprite.
wild.
I have to go over the whole story for the audience. So, a Sonic93 White Knight.
What?
I'm making sure I'm registered to vote.
Oh, okay.
Perceived as one, and everyone was like, Sprite's a White Knight. Eventually, he came into Ghosty stream with me. I was kind of talking shit to him in the text chat, and then I joined the stream. I started talking about shit. Sprite joins in, and get a debate going.
Oh yeah. Happy birthday.
You know what? This guy's a kid. You know, we're gonna give him
Happy birthday.
And so we let him in, and then he spies on calls and sends them to people, and starts making videos on people. And then we call him out again. And then, very recently, it turns out that he blocked Sonic93, has been talking to people like me.
What the heck is all this?
As well. So essentially, he's went from
All of this because of like a silver obsession?
Of course.
Which is like, it's so complicated.
I mean, we've seen much worse for
I am
less.
Draco Charizard87, but you can just call me Draco. You may not know me, but I'm a long-time user on DeviantArt. I've been a fan of Sonic93 since 2014.
Oh, this is the guy.
Commented on a few of her videos.
This is the Draco dude.
At first, I didn't think about joining in this rank because I'm pretty much on the shy side, but after some discussing with Sonic93 about the arguments made by Melody Sugarplum and Aldwin Kachinka, as I've heard a lot about this incident.
I love how there's like 15 people
I
involved.
made some valid points that they say. This should be very interesting.
Without question. Why would Sonic93 lie to you? Why would
Sometimes
she
it's
need
too hard to
3
bear the
idiots
action.
to defend her honor from these evil,
Hua,
manipulative
hua,
little
hua, pew.
Come on.
So, this is what happened.
Get those
after
combos.
the video. It didn't get much attention until around 1 month later. It got
Sound like
extremely
that.
backlash because of things like.
Yeah, it's good get. I'm playing Devil May Cry. Also, nice.
15. And honestly, I don't even know if that's her actual age, but I'll get to that later on. She did.
It sounds a lot weirder
They
on
should
my
have
end because I'm
censored her.
listening
You're
to you make the sound
bullying her.
effects in
You
your
become what
voice.
you ranted about.
Yeah.
Etc. Etc.
You're so.
Well, I'm playing Devil May Cry 5, so it's fun.
She's completely fine
And we're experimenting with Nero's Devil Trigger now that we beat the game. We gotta play this game more. And I also didn't get its full ending, so I need to get the full ending. And also get Virgil, so...
But I'm not too confident about that yet. But Draco
Because I like the game enough to do that, so...
And Draco and Minnie were ones that were verbally abused by her for talking to Foxo Fox without her permission.
Verbally
Sprite
abused.
Was the one who he found out about this and he immediately went to Ruth to basically tattle on them like they were kids.
Tattle.
I remember, like, I've witnessed the events of him like blocking Ruth. I was in a call. There was a call on Sage's Discord server where it was her, Sprite, me, Fox, and other people. I left right before he blocked Ruth. But like, I have trouble thinking that he was ingenuine because I have talked to the guy. I think the thing is, from what he's told me from the screenshots I've seen, Ruth has been just as emotionally manipulative towards him, if not more, to him. To quote Sprite, he said that she made him feel special. I think the thing is that Sprite is way too innocent to determine what's right or wrong.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. It's very clear that I'm sorry, but it looked like she was just using him. He's very child-minded, you know? Like
it's cute. It's really adorable. Like
yeah, like that's I think, like, you know, with going back to how Ruth was with him, it just gives me this vibe that she knew that he was like that. So she went in and took advantage of that.
See, here's something interesting, right? With people who do these sort of manipulative tactics, do we think that they always know that they're doing those sorts of tactics, or do they just do it implicitly?
I think they're just doing. I think it depends. It's case by case. There's some people that know what they're doing, some people that don't.
What were you saying, Rat?
It depends on the person.
Right. Yeah.
Some people do it because they're wired that way, and other people do it because they want something.
Right. So what class do we think that Ruth is in?
I think this is stuff that sounds weird. I think Ruth is in both.
Oh, okay.
I think she wants something. Instead of doing it like a normal person, she immediately turns to manipulative tactics that she learned over the years.
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah.
Do you think that this evening or tomorrow we could play Near Reincarnation? Because I have the game downloaded and I got through the intro. But there was one that had like 2 story paths and I wasn't sure which one to pick first. So I would love to play it with you. I think that would be fun.
Sure, we could do that.
That'd be a fun idea.
Yeah.
Actually.
We could do that. There'd probably be spoilers in my because I played it for like a year, so.
Oh yeah, I know, but you could help me figure out what to do and.
Oh yeah, if you want to play it, yeah.
And all that. Yeah, because I'm not. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm not too. I honestly don't really care that much about spoilers, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we can do that.
That would be fun. Epic.
But so we think that so we think that she is Ruth is like both, like manipulative and also.
Me personally, I think she just did it without even realizing. That's me though.
Yeah, I think so too. A lot of people who get this like obsessed over characters, they typically don't have a very good grasp on social skills and how to interact with people in general, and they haven't been to therapy to learn how to interact with people. So, yeah.
What we're saying is she's insane.
Or
so can you give me some context to what you're watching?
So we're watching the Sonic93 like stuff again.
Saga.
What happened with Sonic?
Do you know who Sonic93 is?
I'm familiar with the name.
So she was a Rant Sona, like one of the original ones actually. Well, not one of the original, but she was around in like 2011 or whatever. And she was known for doing, she talked about Sonic people a lot. including Akai Dahlia. I don't know if you know that name.
That name also sounds familiar.
And that was a she had this like weird kind of cringy OC that was like a self-insert and also a man that's cool in the Devil May Cry.
Yeah, basically this lady got obsessed with character Silver and basically enforced her headcanons on everyone else to their own detriment, and a lot of people got angry with her because of this, and she proceeded to post everything on YouTube, and here we are.
Well, yeah, well, and then her friend, apparently her friend,
Glass just took it off of YouTube.
apparently her friend was like abused verbally, and like there were other people involved who were like abused in different manners. So that's what this all
she was
is.
saying to him and all the guilt tripping. It was disgusting.
Like I've seen some of the I haven't seen all the screenshots, but I've seen some of them. I saw like one or two, and I'm like, it's fucked up. And some people, I don't know if it was you or someone else.
And zombified Spartan over here.
Like, no, I haven't. And they told me
Sonic93 verbally abused her friend.
I still haven't listened.
Yeah, that's what it seems.
Sorry, I got a couple points. What are the voice files?
I Sprite posted some voice files in his server.
Wait, what did you ask?
Me?
You asked something?
I was asking, like, it was Sonic93 who verbally abused her friend.
Yes, potentially. I mean, as stated by the friend, so it's as true as however you think. I'm willing to expect that those allegations are pretty factual, because, I mean, it kind of fits her MO, at least with regard to the way that she kind of ended up being as a person, you know what I mean? Like, her public presence ended up being this way, so it kind of fits her MO.
Between him and Ruth, or was it just of him?
I'm not 100%.
And Ruth is her
context,
name,
but
by the way.
I think it was like he did something that made her really mad at him, and I'm guessing she was refusing to talk to him for a while, and it was really messing him up, and he was desperate to get her to talk to him again. So he had recorded these voice files, and
is that what those are? Trash bags?
I mean, he sounded really hurt in them.
Yeah.
He just was desperate to make her come back.
I've heard like
he sounded really crushed.
I've heard like 5 seconds of one voice file, and I'm just like, yeah, I can't fucking do this. I'm not. It's just too much emotionally. Like that would like.
Yeah, like just sitting there and listening to those, it really reminded me of how I was with her.
Yeah, it's just way too real. It's way too close to home.
Yeah, so I can relate to him in that regard, because I got the exact same way with her.
Wow. Wow.
That was a
horrible.
bombshell.
I can't believe this. She sounds insane. I thought she was different, but.
Oh yeah, this is the motif we've set up. She's not like the other Ransona.
How could this be any worse? Oh boy. Okay. Well,
I'm honestly not that
that's kind of
familiar
hard to
with the
swallow.
larger Sonic fandom because I've heard it's pretty bad.
Yeah, the Sonic fandom is pretty much a never-ending, like, cesspit of.
Why do you think it attracts so many people?
Well, because the Sonic games kind of foster that community, frankly.
I wouldn't say that. I would say it's more a sad coincidence. One, that's how it started, and then it just becomes craziness, like, attracts craziness.
Like recently I was watching a video about 10 Penderas, and I think there was like a small like tangent about why the Sonic fandom attracts so many weird people.
What did they claim?
Basically, like, you know, it's mostly to do with the fact that there's no real, I guess, consistency with Sonic as a brand. So,
Well,
like, you get
that's true.
different games with their own different things that sort of attract different audiences, and those audiences just sort of collide.
That's kind of true. I mean, but also I do think that the games and the way Sega treats them affects that. You know what I mean? Because Sega is so inconsistent with their brand and the way that they... Wow, I'm getting tons of parries in a row. That was cool. So... I think that the games foster a sort of fan base. How was that only 3,000? foster a fan base that is like obsessive. I think that it's inherent to the way that their fan base is, their fandom works. It's something about the character and like the way that the fans interact with each other, and they like groom each other into it, similar to the way the furries groom like people into their ways.
Yeah, and a lot of furries are nice, but they're the crazy ones.
Yeah.
It's a vocal minority.
Yeah, I guess.
Everywhere, it is always the crazy people.
It's always. I mean, there's furries who are like totally fine. Oh, there's a triple jump. Okay, that's cool. Glad I found that too. But yeah, there are furries who are fine, like totally fine. Yeah. But there are also a lot of weird furries, and we can't downplay the fact that there's so many of them. You know. Hold on. Can I hold? Oh, I can hold it to drop slowly. What the heck is that? Is that a voice modulator?
Cruz, I think it's time to turn off the voice modulator.
He's turning into a. He's a robot from Nier Automata.
It's gonna mute the man.
He's a machine life form.
Okay.
Did he just leave?
Okay, thank you.
That was
Oh my God.
terrifying. That was actually scary.
Curse.
That scared me.
I'm more annoyed, man.
Yeah. So that was an interesting aside about the fandoms. So I think.
That apparently wasn't on purpose. His shit is broken.
Yeah.
Holy, how does that happen?
Tomorrow.
I wonder how that happened. Where am I supposed to go again?
Check your wires, amigo.
Yeah, it's the.
His wires. He probably ran over a wire.
Oh yeah.
I'm done. How can this get any worse?
How could it get worse, dude? We aren't even halfway through this video.
Well,
What?
it's been a little while. I wonder how Sonic93's been doing. I mean, she's probably learned her lesson and stopped. She can still redeem herself. It's not impossible. I know deep down.
It's not
that
impossible.
She can fix this, and everything can go back to normal, right? Well, you know what?
This
no more
way.
talk. Let's just see how this goes.
Done.
She hasn't learned anything. Well, let's see how. Whoa! Oh my God, that's really bad.
Oof.
Let's see how.
What
this
is
works.
that?
This can't be.
What is that image?
Maybe it's just like a hate brigade or something. I don't know.
Lorax
Let's see.
with nipples.
It's I am the Lorax. I speak for the Nips.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second part of the mini
What the? What is this audio?
If any of you haven't watched the previous part of the series, I recommend you take a look at it before moving on to this one. Also, big thanks and credits for the amazing integrations to the mini. Join us next time
Ooh.
with Dumpsville.
Dumpsville. What? What
Now,
is
before I say my
this?
opinions towards this horrendous joke of a video, let me just say that before the video was even made, she was acting such a troll by saying stuff like
Acting such a
with a
troll.
long wink smiley face.
Well,
and
yeah,
a
that's
two or
true.
three times.
But that was true.
Reality bad! Keep that away from me!
Sadly, I can't provide evidences because I consider and still consider her as a troll, and didn't want to give her my.
Well, maybe
reaction.
she is, but she was right though. It doesn't change that. Wait, what am I? Oh, it's over here. Okay. I'm an idiot.
Ever seen
I
in my
didn't see
entire
it.
life.
Whoa, Joker laugh.
Oh fuck! Can I should I go now or?
Ken what? Ken what?
Should I go now?
No, you're all good.
I was quite terrified.
Sure.
And I'm not even exaggerating. When
Hey, that's like what Sonic93 did.
I'm dead serious. I mean, seriously.
Wait, you weren't here. Was Elliot still in here?
No, he has to go to bed.
Okay, because we Sonic93 has a very well. Actually, yeah, you were here, JoJo, when you heard.
Yeah, I'm here.
When you heard her go like annoying, making fun of people.
To take this as critique.
Second.
Yeah. Fucking
Ruth, I don't know if you saw the title of the video, but it was mostly about complaining about Sonic games and why the characters are handled so poorly in the story. It wasn't a video praising Silver's personality and what they like about him.
And she does that throughout the whole video.
What?
It was really hard to sit through.
Does what?
You'd say, Ruth, I could barely. The first time I fucking watched this video, I couldn't sit through the first 2 minutes. This video is an hour and 20 minutes long.
Let's fight Goliath.
You have no fucking room to talk.
It was so offensive.
Oh, Jesus. Back to this. Okay, skip ahead.
Time of their life.
That is literally me, though.
This is like the weirdest video ever made, dude.
It's funny.
And my mind hurts.
Oh god, I need to not just like tank damage.
If the video was supposed to be the source of what I did wrong, for anyone who doesn't know what's going on.
So yeah, Sonic93 screams a lot.
If you're going to call someone out, you have to reason with them, give them constructive criticism, not attack or harass them, and most importantly, have proof of their behavior. That's what I did with my Kai Dilia and Yoshi 1.
Dilia.
Yeah, your one-sided bullshit that got.
Guys, please don't harass me.
Yeah. That's a pretty on point impression. It's pretty on point.
To fall for it.
Hey,
I mean, let's be honest. Who would you rather listen to?
Of course, you can be funny.
Over a fucking fake chrome-painted rodent, or would you rather listen to? You know what? Never mind.
Semi-classic Sonic fan, yeah.
Did nothing of that sort.
When will you learn? When will you learn?
Proper evidences, even though she had sold
They will never learn.
They were consequences. Were very weak, very insulting.
No, they were not weak. Nor were they repetitive. They were as repetitive as your video was, Ruth.
I believe the funny people on the internet say this is called Copsy the Mob.
Yeah,
I may be wrong,
or copium.
Ah yes, copium.
She's taking massive amounts of copium. Also, Goliath is sucking up the building. He's pulling a Kirby. Oh god, here he comes. Okay.
Here comes Big Boy.
Okay, we get the point. My dude really likes going ham with these edits.
I say, he knows what he's doing. Professional.
And we're still going.
Well,
Okay.
never mind, he doesn't know what he's doing at all.
Jesus Christ.
That's something a Kyle would say.
You know what, to be honest, it's a decent video, but like it's also really over the top.
The trash tier waifu isn't as good as you think he is.
17 cents and a half out of this.
I can see why this video has so many damn dislikes.
Oh god, I need to
I
move.
think I'm done. I think I'm done here.
There we go.
I watched the video that commentator made. I would agree with her more than I'd listen to your mentally disabled ass. And what's this?
Okay, can we not do this like weird ableism?
Man loves to go ham.
He likes doing this weird ass ableism. I'm not a fan of it.
What does he have to say?
Hey everyone, this is a video that I never watched.
I can't hear
This is a video
Fitting to the early 2010s YouTube
experience.
What? What?
The guy made this in 2020.
Yeah.
So this was.
I thought the video was uploaded in 2011, but it was made in.
It really feels like a 2000. It feels like a blast from the past
does.
when everyone was ableist back then.
So his ableism isn't even okay by the time standard.
Yeah. Also, he's eating me. Okay.
What?
I'm
Goliath.
an anime girl with huge tits.
Goliath was eating me.
Favorite. That's awesome. How big are they?
They could stand to be bigger, but she's got a big ass, so it's fine.
I hear an anime mad with like huge
A couple months
tits, and for
later,
some
I
reason this
eventually
one-
It's weird because it sucks because this guy keeps undermining his video with all this weird shit that he keeps putting in it.
Of course.
Between like the ableism shit and like the weird edits, it's too much.
Questioned myself a lot. So anyways,
Not a good
after
way.
that, I made my video on Sonic93, and it's personally a video that even after all this time,
We got
I'm
him.
still really proud of it. However, it was a really
I guess he
hard
is called the
video to make.
Bago douche, so maybe that's his thing.
Up when beginning
don't
editing of
think
it.
you can
However,
excuse
I think it
being,
was a video
a little
that
bit
was
more
needed
than
for me
rude
to make.
behind
Yeah.
the
Was
username.
because I knew that somehow
if you could, I'd
one
be
of my
doing it.
idols would eventually
Okay.
come to hate me after the video. And I guess that
Wait,
did end up happening,
do
but
it.
I didn't expect it to happen so late and so random.
I like how now it's got gameplay footage to react to.
Nearly 10 months to a year ago. So
Nice,
Yeah,
that's
I
right
got
there.
bored.
Asking asking her personally on Discord, why do you think this
Hua
is a good
hua,
idea?
all brawn, no brains.
And I will be putting them below in a Google Drive file. I will read them out, but for anyone who wants to look deeper into them, to anyone who wants to...
Also, there's Discord logs. I'm not gonna read them right now, but...
wants to do something like that, you are free to do so. But most
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! There's so many. Oh no! Oh no!
Than Sonic93's side, but that's obviously a given. But I do ask you guys to come up with your own perspective, come up with your own conclusion, and if that is for or against me, that is completely fine.
Oh my god.
I'm not sad.
She is insane. She thinks everyone is out to get her.
It's okay, you'll get it eventually.
She can't take criticism. And she was telling Akaya how she needed to learn how to take criticism.
God, this Akai Dahlia of
over
it.
4 hours. What a fucking hypocrite. And she has the gall to say that commentator is the real hypocrite. Does she not have any self-awareness?
Well, no.
Look at all these videos. This is getting really heated.
Have you seen the videos?
Holy
Does she not have any self-awareness?
Fuck commentator.
Everyone just staring at him.
Someone who was devoted to Ruth so much committed an illegal act to protect her honor?
Wait, what was the illegal act? Okay.
She committed an illegal act to protect her honor?
I forgot what it was.
And this is all she had to say? Like her dog was just shitting in the neighbor's yard and... How could she blow it off like that? I guess it's time to go do something else. I hope she doesn't do part 3.
Hey.
Dunstful didn't
Is
do
it
anything
working
wrong.
now?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I'm just waiting for Brisky to write back on my writing script.
Well, in the
because I made
meantime,
this
I
whole
found
character
some more
dynamic
people
that I
to watch.
really like, and I
This
want to
bag
see
of
what they
douche
think
guy,
about it.
He isn't too bad. I mean, he's
Nice.
had his start on the internet earlier.
By the way,
than
Rado, I
we've
don't
ever
want to
had.
like make this too
He's
public
also
yet,
a
but
long-time
thank you
internet
for
user.
like.
And oh, this is DB shit.
I really appreciate it.
I gave a thumbs up, but you couldn't see it.
I mean, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Who?
That's good.
Videos
That
are
is,
also
like,
similar to other
help-
ranters, but
Am I?
Like help lift
Yeah,
them
never mind, I'm
artwork.
probably just high.
Oh, good.
Yes, it is good than mine.
Oh, wait.
Get to the map, I'm way faster.
I am doing character and creature concepts for Cruz's thingy.
Nice.
Yeah, let's just call it a thingy, because it's just a thingy right now. It's not really a webcomic yet.
E2X, there we go.
That's
An
good.
idea.
Something I can solve.
That's good. All starts with an idea.
Yeah.
And I am watching and reacting to a really weird series of videos
actually trying to upload better quality videos
about
with
a
editing
rant
and audio.
YouTuber.
It looks like he's really
shit.
trying to communicate with
Oh, let me
people
get back.
that like his
Unmute
stuff.
Cruz, there we go.
I mean, even though his
Oh,
audience
nice,
is
you
kind of
unmuted.
small
We're
and
good, we're
divided,
good.
he at least tries.
All I
He's also
really did
gone
was
after
blow
more
into
than
my
just
headphones
Sonic
and hope
fans.
for the best.
He's going after e-beggars, degenerates, YouTube advertisers,
It
art
worked?
thieves, even
I mean,
fetish
yeah, I
communities.
guess. Maybe my
And
headphones.
hey, he's
were
even
just
called out
the fault
Akaya
there.
around the same time. He started on this account because he's had so
But
many.
also,
haters.
just
They're not
I
just
know that
fans.
this is
He makes
live, but
silly,
my
more
main
laid-back
concern
content
with
too.
making this whole thing is that I'm scared that something really dumb that I said on Discord is like it's gonna come back and haunt me. I will continue beating myself up despite terrible orders.
No,
Yeah, but,
stop.
like, what could you possibly have said?
I don't know.
Exactly, then there's nothing. If
And
you
I've
don't know,
also,
then it
like-
didn't happen.
I've been kind of a petty bitch to some people.
No, don't worry about it.
If they have
Everybody has. Everybody has. I've been too, so.
Right, if someone has a problem with you, they block you. End of story.
Yeah, if it's that big of a deal, then yeah, they block. It's fine.
I don't think, like, I don't really need to worry about my personal problems just because I've talked about it with my mom and all that.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Uh-huh. I've also been, like, trying to be more spiritual with God and all that just because I feel bad about it.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Hey, that's a good thing.
I mean, hey,
Just
if,
don't beat yourself up, you know?
if it makes you feel better, yeah, just do whatever you need to.
Alright.
Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, so now we're doing Dead Rising memes for like 10
Rising?
minutes.
Dead Rising, I want to see Dead Rising. Actually, I don't really want to see Dead Rising. That, like, messed up a good
I hurt my ears a
chunk
little
of
bit,
my
actually.
dude.
And this keeps going. Okay, this is...
This dude has some energy, I won't lie.
This guy's YouTube videos are wild, dude. We're still going with this Dead Rising meme. Okay, we're back to that topic. What the fuck?
I didn't get you, Dubsville. Well, I guess from your perspective, it's rather hard to understand you too.
I'm just gonna call it a day. I just wanted to say hi, I guess. Bye.
Alright, peace out. Also, this animation of...
Ratings look as good as ever. Let's watch
further.
Also, this guy has a thing for wedgies, I think.
One thing that people are extremely confused about.
I mean, that's fair, but at the same time, I'm seeing it every other joke, and it's a little... It's a bit much.
Going against the people who talk about you and seeing them as trolls slash haters.
Authors
All they were trying to do is to help you.
not handled well.
Well, to sum it up, what I said in my knowledge of video, after seeing what she did to other people by harassing them with her hateful opinion towards Silver, it inspired me to talk about the drama again to justify what I said in my original video. My main problem with Melody's points
To talk about the drama again.
was a different opinion from mine. The problem I had was that she sounded more hateful to him rather than a huge fan, just pointing out things she didn't like about him. Not to mention
The
that she was
Devil
incredibly unfair
Bringer
with
is upgraded.
I mean, I don't know. You can kind of say the same thing about reviving dead drama for the sake of not being able to let it go.
Kinda like
I
us.
don't know about the whole
Kinda like me
situation,
right now.
Honestly, and I really don't care. What
are you talking about?
I saw that commentator.
Because this is dead. This is ancient by internet logic.
I mean, we're not really like.
And I agree more with her than I would you. Because she
But also, it's the ancient prophecy.
I heard some people believing that she changed her mind about Silver because of me. Well, where is the proof
Stop
of that
obsessing
statement?
over this
She herself has said that she started to hate Silver when she got to know his personality from the
That's what she wants.
Give you a stern talking to.
about hating him because of me.
Terrible.
And
That's her
not too
trap.
far
She lures
after I made
you
a
to the
remake
house and you
video on
never
her.
escape. And she talks to you about it
If that
forever.
was true, does that give her a reason to
Understand your
harass other
place.
people?
Do you see Silver? He's right in front of you. Like, trying to like... What?
Fear, anguish, agony, despair, turmoil, suffering.
Never mind.
Having fun?
What were you saying, Rat?
I know you guys might think it's weird when someone is quote-unquote obsessed with a particular character.
No, that's not me. I have been obsessed with fictional characters.
It's weird, but I don't care.
What was Rat gonna say?
I give up.
What were you gonna
I'm
say?
sorry, I interrupted you, I'm sorry.
I understand, and I'm not gonna disagree. It is weird, but you do have to understand that mentally, what's the word? Mentally ill people tend to gravitate towards things that bring them comfort or make them feel okay. And I know it's kind of funny to be like, haha, you like Silver the Hedgehog way too fucking much, it's fucking weird. And yes, it is weird, but you do have to understand that in situations like this, Ruth is very, very obviously mentally ill, and it can be fun to make fun of her liking Silver a lot, but in her mind, that is simply something that makes her feel good, and yes, it makes her feel good in a way that is way, way, way above normal people, but sometimes you just have to accept that people are different and they're gonna like things too much. That doesn't give her the right to go on and fuck around with other people's interpretations of him, but it's not very funny from a mentally ill perspective, at the least, to make fun of comfort character.
Sure, and I mean, that's ultimately why I feel like I've been focused more on like the way that she's been behaving about this character than about like her.
No, what she actually did, which is incorrect and wrong.
What?
Yes, her behavior is completely inexcusable, especially her going after somebody else who thought of the character differently than she did.
Like that's why I've been going after. Sorry.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, her liking of the character, however extreme, is not something that should be made fun of.
It's. I'll tease, but pretty innocently. Like the teasing. I don't really care as much about that. What I care more about is the fact that like she let this character like basically rot her real world relationships to that extent. You know.
That is for friends. That's why she would need therapy, but I don't think it's appropriate to joke about, you know, the things that she finds comfort in, however weird we may find them. I think that she needs to get it to be to a place where it's comforting but not overtaking, but I really don't like it when people make fun of people for liking like a character a lot, because especially when it's clear that that person is mentally ill.
Well, sure, and I mean, I've had times where I've really been into characters before. I mean, there's usually a reason behind it. It's just like when it starts to deteriorate the real world relationships is when there's a problem, because it should.
I understand. I've also been obsessed with fictional characters, and I like being obsessed with fictional characters. Helps me feel better. But I think that what we're criticizing with Ruth here isn't because she was obsessed with Silver, not even because she was sexually interested in the character. I've also been
we really don't care. What we care about is the fact that she's really, 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 really vocal, and not in a good way. That's what we're making fun of.
I think the fact is that she was being mean to her friends over this character. She was harassing people she didn't know because of this character, instead of just saying, hey, this is Silver the Hedgehog, this is why I like him, and this is why I think we would be good in a romantic relationship together.
Or doing whatever sorts of things.
I understand that. I feel like we should focus the jokes more on that. There is a group of people who like it to what most people would consider a crazy degree. There are people who collect a bunch of Hello Kitty plushies, and though we might find that weird, and it is weird in a sense of the neurotypical, but I don't think we should be made fun of for such things.
Yes.
I think who they are as a person is more important than their obsession or comfort.
I do think, though, that we should encourage, and this is separate from making fun, this is a different thing, but I think we should... What the heck was that?
Sorry, me 1 second.
Okay. But I do think that we need to, like, address why people feel that their source of comfort is a fictional character, though. Like, I mean...
A lot of it has to do with not being able to relate to people in the real world.
Sure.
Like the fictional character that I first grew attached to, Silent from Pokemon Black and White, was because I could relate to his character in a way that I couldn't relate to people in the real world. He was basically he was an autistic person like me, very obsessed with the things that he liked, but he was also really extroverted and cared about his friends, and I could relate to those aspects of his character too. So that's why out of all the characters, I grew attached to him the most, and it was probably the same thing with this person and Sylvie.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a fair answer, and that's kind of what I would think is the explanation as well. And I mean, people need to... But we need, even like neurotypical like people, we find comfort in media. We need entertainment. That's just how the human mind works. It needs that in order to get reprieve. You know.
Everybody needs an entertainment and finds comfort in the fictional, even if they don't find like a huge amount. That's why they watch things like that in the first place. But when it comes to people who are severely mentally ill, when they experience that this character is like me or I like this character, it goes really, really, really off the deep end. And often I see people making fun of those types of people for it instead of attempting to help them. And it's really, really sad.
It's sad, but I also will say I'm not sure if... Then again, this might be a broader philosophy. I think that in the real world, we should absolutely help people, but I don't know if it's necessarily people's responsibility on the internet to help.
No, it's not people's responsibility on the internet, but it is their responsibility to not be dicks.
Sure, to not be asshole. Yeah, for sure.
Because people will see somebody draw the same thing over and over again. Weird example, a guy who just really likes the Smurfs and draws the Smurfs in a bunch of things and only draws the Smurfs, people immediately assume that that's sexual or there's something weird about it or there's something disgusting about it, but it might just be a mentally ill person taking comfort in something.
Well, also, it also goes for, I mean, would we say, I don't think we would say the same thing about someone drawing an original character of theirs over and over again. So, like, it is kind of a double standard that just because it's not your character.
Yeah, I personally don't think that, like, making fun of people on the internet is, like, productive. I think we should be criticizing people's behavior, criticizing their actions, criticizing their outlook, absolutely. But once we start making fun of them, to make fun of them, not to criticize any aspect of what they're doing, I think that's...
Yeah, that's why I'm not a troll, right? I'm not interested in trolling people. I'll watch the trollish actions of others and commentate on those actions, but they are the ones who did that. I'm not responsible for, like, what other people do. And I'll criticize it for what it is. And, like, for example, we had this Cyrax call up here for a bit. Like, Cyrax does some really bad things, and, like, people troll him over those things. You can say that those bad things are motivated by, like, stuff that's, due to, like, neuroatypicality, but I'm not... that's why I don't go out and troll Cyrax. Other people are gonna do that, but, like,
I think this one some get pretty well right. Another example would be Chris Chan. Oh, I understand Chris Chan, he's a shit, but also he was another.
There we go.
I think you're cutting out.
Move this back into place.
I think they're cutting out.
Yeah. I think that the issue with Chris Chan wasn't...
Oh, I think they're coming. I think it's coming back.
I cut out for a bit. What were you guys talking about?
Rad also cut out, unfortunately.
Sorry, how far did I get?
I didn't hear pretty much any of that.
You said something about Chris Chan, and that even though they're a piece of crap, they...
So, basically, Chris Chan was another person who liked something too much, and people destroyed him because of it. And I don't think it's any question whether or not Chris Chan would have been a better person if it hadn't been for hundreds of people on the internet making fun of him.
Sure, and those trolls were vicious. There's a reason whenever we talk about Chris Chan, we criticize Chris Chan's actions within the paradigm of what those trolls are doing, but all of that is with, like, for example, when Alec Benson Leary calls him and like exposes the fact that Chris, like, has really hypocritical tendencies and, like, thinks very childish and, is very self-centered, and that stuff is all still that stuff. That really quick. I need to finish my point though. With all of that is all true. But what also doesn't, it also, all of that goes without saying that the trollish actions that everyone, including Alex to some extent, took were kinda dickish and not really necessary. Like, they shouldn't have been done. We had this conversation recently. It wasn't on stream, but it was with somebody. I won't name them for the sake of it was it wasn't broadcasted, but we had this conversation about who bears the responsibility for the spread of information, and I hold a similar standard for trolling.
For that one.
For trolling, I hold a similar standard. If a troll is going to be an asshole and put something out, I mean, that is on the troll, and it's on us as observers to take that piece of media in responsibly. But, the unfortunate thing is most people aren't responsible and think, oh, ha ha, I'm going to be the next troll, and then it becomes a dog pile, right?
And Chris's childish way of thinking is another example, because the kind of people who end up liking characters to this obsessive, potentially destructive degree are always people who, at some level, literally don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm gonna say it.
Well, yeah, I mean, Chris obviously never really knew. Even before, like, the CPU goddess days, Chris was always a bit delusional. There was always...
Yeah. Childish, mentally ill people who need a hand are often dogs piled on by the internet as a whole, and you can find it in any little corner. I'm gonna say again, my example of, say, a guy who draws the Smurfs a lot, he's drawing the Smurfs a lot because he's childish, and the Smurf is a child's cartoon. He likes it. It makes him happy. And instead of just appreciating that something makes someone happy, the internet will find some reason that it's demented or ugly or lewd and will destroy him because of it, because they think it's funny.
Yeah.
When I look at...
do you want to go first, Tara?
Yeah, when I look at content that people would consider cringe, I mainly look at it because I feel empathetic for the people who make this kind of content, because a lot of time they are mentally ill, they haven't had help, so they are stuck in a childlike state. I try not to make fun of people, it's just kind of like, wow, this is really sad.
I mean, sometimes I lapse into, like, usually if I meme on something / like use something as like a talking point, like, and it becomes funny in a sense, I usually am not laughing at the person. I'm laughing at a very specific thing that they're doing. Again, it's a difference. I would never go out of my way to like mess with the person or like do anything beyond comment on it. So like that's kind of, I think that, and it's our responsibility as just civil people to not, create more of these instances. We shouldn't insert ourselves into this, because
I'm gonna get my medicine. I'll be back.
Okay, even if there is something perhaps sexual about it or whatever, demented, whatever the fuck, it's nobody else's business.
What did she
And the fact that the internet feels the need to find these people and then tear apart the things that they like and maybe discover something gross about it and then continue to do so simply because now they've found something gross, so it's okay. I hate it.
It is a problem. I do think also though that like, and this kind of is my view on how information works. Is like once something's out there, no matter how it was leaked, I mean, it's out there. You can't put it back. People will do what they will with it, no matter how unfortunate, And I don't think we should force people to put something back because you can't really forget a thing that's, for example, I'm trying to think of like an example with Chris, because there were things that like he put out there that were embarrassing, but there were also things that were leaked that were embarrassing, so it kind of goes in multiple directions. I suppose, like, for example, a thing that was leaked that was embarrassing was, like, some of his phone calls with people, some of his emails with people.
And the things that he put up there that were embarrassing were, an example, his Meg part.
Well, yeah, and he posted that, I remember. Mm-hmm. But like there were things he posted, but like he obviously bears.
Put it out there. And I feel like the reason he put it out there runs back to that mentally ill, childish line of thought, because Chris is always so gung-ho about being true and honest.
Yeah, and his definition of honesty is saying literally like everything,
Yeah, so he would put these things out there because in his childish mind, honesty is just saying everything and showing everything. So he would say and show everything, and it would bounce back at him because the world doesn't work in the childish way that he thinks it does. And people like that need help, not a bunch of randoms telling them that their creations are stupid.
Although, at the same time, though, I don't know if this... I hope this doesn't come across as like really cold or anything, but I do think that it's the internet. It's the equivalent of a public space. It's not people's responsibility that people who shouldn't be using the internet use the internet. Like,
of course not.
So like we should be able to comment on things that we see, is what I'm saying, I guess.
though it's nobody's responsibility, it's still sad.
It's sad, and I don't deny that, but
There should be some way to help these people, but the way that society is structured as it is, there will not ever be a proper way to help people like Chris Chan and get them out of this space. They become lolcows, I guess.
Yeah.
The way our society functions, there is no space for them.
yeah, I don't know. I guess Ruth did the right thing just to cycle back in that she's offline now. So like that's good, and us talking about her right now, you know, goes without saying. And I mean, I don't have a massive audience, and if I did, I would still say this. You know, it goes without saying. Don't try to like dredge this up with her. Like, stay away. We're reacting to the stuff that's happened, that's public. And that's been talked about. You know, this is nothing new.
What did I just...
This is nothing new. This is stuff that's happened, and this is just a comment on what was left. Don't go after this person. You know, I would say, not that anyone here would, but...
Ryan, this might be a weird perspective, but I think part of the reason that Chris Chan didn't grow as a person is because everybody kept reminding him of what happened.
That's possible.
So there was no room, because of how Chris's mind works. The here now is the most important. He can't really think to the future, right? So the here and now was the past, and the past was bad, and there wasn't a way for him to think about what's happening or what's going to happen, because that wasn't the here and now, and in the here and now, everybody was reminding him of what happened.
I do also think I think that also extends to like his IRL relationships too. The fact that his parents were him living in that hoarder's house couldn't have helped his mental state.
No, there was nowhere he could go that wasn't the past, and I think that why he remained the same sad little person he is, because there was nobody there that would help him, could help him, or wanted to help him.
Right, because Bob and Barb Chandler weren't exactly great parents to him. Yeah, you know. Sorry, you're fading.
Cancel this out, right?
Okay.
You were fading.
So he would go...
You're good now.
Sorry. Okay. He would go to his safe space that he created, where he would post his Sonic93 comics, and then more people who wouldn't, and couldn't help him decided to make that a huge thing. So the one safe space that he had was blown up, and everybody was reminding him of what he did when he did it, and it's been continuing for all of these years. And I don't think there's a place where Chris Chan can become a better person unless somebody reminds him that there's a future beyond this.
I will say though, that's where, like, I will say this, some of his trolls were literally like trying to teach him that. Like, if you look at the Casey calls, if you look at like his calls with Alec Benson, Leary, say whatever you will about like the arc that they took, because they were trolls at the end of the day, but they were saying things that legitimately, if he was listening to them, could have been good advice. You know what I mean?
But they didn't do it in the nicest way, and that's the problem.
Casey was for a while.
I think Chris needs someone tangible to listen to. Because as it stands, they were perhaps millions of miles away. They could not sit there with him and remind him like he needs. There was nobody there to permanently help him like someone like him requires. And they could try as they might, but he's not going to be able to listen to them because he's on an entirely different wavelength than they are, and they are not trained essentially to deal
well, and they're also they are also trolls at the end of the day. I'm not trying to
they they were voices in a sea of voices, and maybe some of those voices are saying good things, but at the end of the day, voices are voices.
And some of those trolls, I'm wow, that was a massive gust of wind. I'm not trying to, I'm not delusional. I know that like some of these trolls like flip flopped too, like for the purpose of their thing. Like if you listen to Casey's calls, she simultaneously was like, she had a whole arc where she was like actually giving Chris good advice and like talking to him daily, like trying to get him to lose weight and things like this, in it. But she was saying it in a manner that was actually encouraging. Like she did care about his health. But then she would pivot and then do a call with Chris where somebody pretended to be Casey's father and like did this whole thing and so
a thousand good things cannot make up for one bad thing in the mind of someone like Chris Chan.
yeah, and that's why, like you said, that these weren't going to be legitimately helpful, I guess, even though like I guess that's the benefit, that's the privilege of a neurotypical person, is that it would be something that's somebody.
The neurotypical person is that when someone calls you every day, you feel less alone.
Wait, I'm sorry, the first part got kind of muddled. What did you say?
The privilege of a neurotypical person is that when someone calls you every day, you feel less alone.
As opposed to more alone?
Okay. The same amount of alone, or perhaps more alone, depending on what that person is saying.
Okay, I see.
Okay, autistic person, fellow autistic person.
That'd be the situation with anyone, actually. I don't think you have to be neurotypical or otherwise.
I guess that's true. Yeah, that's true. I guess I've felt that way too.
But I'm using it as a general thing. And often the bad things are what people who are neurodivergent dwell on. So she makes 1,000 calls and she says, "You're gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay," and then there's one call where everything falls apart. And neurotypical people, their brains are built to get back up.
Yeah.
And neurodivergent people, their brains aren't. So when you end up in the bottom and you've fallen apart, when you're neurodivergent, a lot of times you need somebody else to help you get back up. And there was never anybody in Chris's life that he could be around physically that could help him get back up.
So here's a question, and this kind of again cycles back because I really appreciate this conversation. I think it's like adding a lot to the conversation about Ruth as well. But I do want to cycle it back to Ruth really quickly. How do you think, like, what do you think of like these instances where like Ruth burned her bridge with her friend, her best friend, for like 10 years over
Good for her.
the what?
Good for her. That's my stance on it.
Good for Ruth?
Yeah, good for her finally knowing to cut off the bad person.
Well, no, but Amy wasn't the... No.
No, it wasn't her?
No, Amy Chan was the person who got cut off by Ruth.
Oh, that's not good.
But Ruth was the one that we may argue is neurodivergent. I don't know if that's true.
I would argue it's her freedom to do it. Morally, probably not the best idea, but her freedom to do it. That's all I can really say on that.
I think Ruth is prone to self-destructive behavior, especially in relationships. I think it definitely wasn't Amy's fault. It was Ruth's fault in a strange way where I suppose she's built to tear things apart. Specifically relationships. There's a lot of times where mentally ill people, which I'm going to assume that Ruth is one because I've seen her videos.
Okay.
Mentally ill people, when something is nice, their first idea is to take it away from themselves, either because they don't deserve it or because something has happened. In Ruth's case, they had a fight over, it was silver, right?
It was because
Oh, right, that's her
it
name.
was essentially yes, but I just want to like make sure that it's clear. It was over a video that was made by Ruth about silver, people's opinions on silver, which then extends to a video made by a somewhat trollish person, but like ultimately just a standard critic, like a commentator who like talked about the video and like how Ruth was being like over the top to an extent of like being antisocial and how this was a problem, and then like basically Amy Chan saying, well, okay, that Alduin was kind of right with these criticisms, though you should really consider this, and then Ruth pushing Amy away for doing that, for quote siding with that. That's what the context was.
Negative X plus 1.
Okay, there was no, I'm gonna be honest with you, this seems like a reaction that there was no thought put into it. Ruth wasn't thinking about the fact that she was losing her friend, and she wasn't thinking about the fact that she was going to be alone after losing her best friend. She was thinking about the fact that her best friend hurt her, and in the here and now, that's what mattered. The future wasn't something he could comprehend in the moment where her best friend hurt her feelings. It was only my best friend, whom I trusted, hurt me, and that's never going to go away.
Yeah, and that's in regard to, but that's in regard to, again, but I guess we've assumed though that like the perception of her, it's the perception of hurt though, because like these comments were not that inflammatory.
It was the idea that her friend would side with somebody who was being what she perceived as mean to her. Her best friend would side with somebody who was being rude to her and making her feel bad. That's where the hurt came from. Not from something Amy did in specific, but the idea that Amy would do that was the hurt.
Okay, but then it's a projection because she didn't actually leave. In reality, it was the perception of it such.
It was the perception of betrayal that led the relationship to fall apart.
Okay.
Because in this situation, Ruth isn't thinking about, well, maybe these criticisms are right. Ruth is thinking about, this person is trying to hurt me. That's what it feels like when somebody goes after you like that. I've had a situation like that you're quite familiar with. The way that the thought process is in, this person is trying to help me, even if they're doing it badly. It's, this person is directly attempting to hurt me. And when her best friend sided with the person who, in Ruth's mind, was directly attempting to hurt her, that was Amy betraying her.
Okay, so here's what I'm wondering then. And it kind of goes along with, just this whole discussion. How do we address this in a safe way? I guess we don't on the internet, right?
Not on the internet, but in real life, this would be the type of situation where you would have to sit down with someone and talk them through what has just happened. Because the way they're seeing it, they don't think there's another way to see it.
Yeah.
So you would have to sit down with them and ask them what happened, go over it, and then ask them questions about, what if they weren't trying to hurt you? What if they were trying to do this? What if they weren't trying to hurt you? What if it just came off the wrong way? And yes, it seems like a childish way to talk to these people.
But you have to. It has to be that way.
The reason we talk to children that way is because they're people who need to be reminded that there are a separate side to things. And mentally ill people often need to be reminded that there is a separate side to things. The way they are seeing things is not truly reality. It's only their perception of it. And other people have different perceptions of reality. And the way he would talk Ruth through this is ask her what she thought Amy was thinking. Why she thought Amy did this. Remind her that Amy has been with her through all of these years. Remind her that Amy is here for her, and ask why Amy would do this if Amy loved her and cared about her. And walk her through the steps of realizing that Amy was not attempting to hurt her, but was just attempting to get her to realize that there might be a problem.
I see.
It would not be an easy fix. It would probably take a little bit for her to realize that, in fact, maybe this person wasn't trying to hurt her. Because when you're worked up like that, often people who are neurotypical can think through it, but when we're worked up like that, the world shuts down.
Sure.
So you would need there to remind her that the world has not stopped, and that Amy is still her friend, and Amy still cares about her. And the reason Amy would agree in the first place isn't because Amy is attempting to hurt her, but is because Amy cares about her and is attempting to get her to fix something that is hurting her.
Sure, for sure. I mean, I definitely, like, I think that it is something that we just don't make room for, even in IRL society too. I know it honestly took me forever to, like, figure out ways to not shut down, like, feel like the world is shutting down around me because of things like that. Like, it's an issue of, like, I mean, I don't know to what extent I'm neuroatypical. I know that I have anxiety issues and like ADHD. What?
You have ADD, right?
Yes, and anxiety issues.
Neurodivergent.
What?
You are neurodivergent.
Yeah, I guess I am by that definition. But what I'm saying is, like, I don't think I necessarily, from my own self-assessment, I don't know if I go through the same type of, like, experience that someone like Ruth would go through. But I have had moments like that, or times like that. And it took me a long time to figure out a way around it. I don't really have those moments anymore, so I don't know if it applies right now, but yeah, I think we don't make room for that. I also just don't know if I think the onus is on people in those people's lives to, like, not allow them to be on the internet in this fashion then, because I also really value people's ability to comment on things that are posted, you know.
Plus,
but also, even if it isn't be on the internet in this way, it's be on the internet and be able to step away from it.
Well, yeah, if they can handle it, then yeah, for sure.
The issue isn't perhaps that they're on the internet, it's that there's nobody to help them step away from it.
Yeah.
And I feel
like,
to roll us back to Christian, if Christian had, like, anybody to help him calm down after something like that, his story would have played out very, very differently. But as it stood, the people he had to rely on were on the internet, and the people who were hurting him were on the internet, and there was nowhere that he could go, even in real life, was nobody there for him. So his entire world boiled down to the internet, and there was nowhere he could go on that wasn't the internet.
Right. And the other...
It's not...
Yeah, sorry, you can go.
I'm sorry. It's not that these people should be allowed on the internet, or we should police what they do on the internet. That they should have somebody to help them once shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
And the way our society works, once you turn 18 and you still need help, you're as good as forgotten. There is nobody who is going, unless you have a family member who loves you a lot, there is nobody who is going to remind you that the world is beyond the here and the now.
E negative X.
Yeah.
There's the RCNG again.
Wait, what?
Sorry, just something funny.
Oh,
I
okay.
talk to myself a lot.
That's alright. I think I think that what it's kind of it is kind of an issue with like the way that we view people's like paths in life. You know, we kind of pigeonhole just by
E negative 1 minus.
excuse me, sorry. Just by nature, you know, we like having archetypes for people because it makes things easier to process. You know, it's easier to run through someone's psychology from a glance than it is to customize a perspective for every person. So.
And I really hate the wording that somebody
Negative
shouldn't
X
be
minus
on
1
the internet.
minus X.
Because the issue is never that they shouldn't be on the internet unless they're hurting other people on the internet. The issue is that they are allowed to be on the internet, but somebody should be there to help them.
Yeah, exactly.
What I mean by that, the initial statement is with regard I'm not like condemning anything for being the case. I'm just saying it would be better off that if they don't have somebody helping, you know, make sure that the better option would be for people to not be on there if it means that they don't like get subjected to this sort of like the ideal thing is that there is somebody helping, right? But like if not, then
But in the reality that we live in, it's simply better that they stay away from it. But the big issue with that is a lot of these people, there's nobody to help at all. There's nobody in real life. So they go to the internet and they get hurt, and then they go to the internet to feel better because they don't have anybody.
right. And the way that the internet just is, I guess it's way harder than it used to be. Like, I mean, the internet is everywhere. I spend literally, I know I spend literally about 10 hours a day on the internet. For my work, for my entertainment, yeah, like easily. Maybe even 12. So, yeah.
Don't forget to take care of yourself and eat food and drink lots of water.
Oh, of course, I know that, but what I'm saying is, like, literally, I have to, you know, step away.
Way easier to make friends on the internet, and it's way easier to find people who will be like, you're weird, but that's okay, than it is in real life. So when these people go to the internet, there's one or two people who will be like, you're weird, but that's okay, and those are their people, and you taking them away from those people will take them away from everybody. So there's really the way that our society functions with the internet added to it. There is no way to keep these people safe, because if you take them away from the people on the internet that they've made friends with, that they trust, you are taking them away from society and social interaction as a whole.
I think that what we need to do, I think that we really need to prioritize teaching. I'm gonna mute Shane while he works in his math. Do that.
You can turn him down, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so what I was gonna say was that
Have a good night.
I think we really need to teach people at a young age how to interact with people in real life and make friends. We also need to prioritize digital literacy, because I don't think letting people loose on the internet at a young age is a good idea. I think that we need to have
Yeah, I agree.
supervision, and even if nobody in their life cares about them enough to help them with the internet, I think we need to, like, you know, have school courses or something with this, because
I was really heavily taught digital literacy in my schools, and I know it's not consistent across the U.S., which is a problem.
Yeah, and my parents cared about me. But at the
Mine
end of the day,
too. I wasn't allowed to have a social media until I was like 15, 14, I believe.
Yeah, and I was on a lot of niche social media platforms when I was a kid, but I was exposed to a lot of stuff that I should not have been exposed to. So, I get that internet friends are important to a lot of people. They were important to me when I was a kid, and they're still important to me now. But I don't think that internet friends should
Yeah? Uh-oh. Wow, I like how closing out of Chrome just totally destroys Discord. That's good. We'll be right back. I'm really liking this conversation, though. There's a lot of substantive points. Really good stuff. I'm happy that we're addressing this. Because it's important, since we do talk about a lot of, like, internet drama. You know, it's important for us to, like, recognize, you know, why, like, and be critical about what we're doing here. Sorry, I'm back. I like how me closing Chrome just obliterated Discord. Anyway, I'm back.
Okay, I was talking about the reason children are not taught how to interact with other children boils down to ableism, because children are supposed to, and keywords being supposed to, learn how to interact with other children based on simply being around them in the school environment. But a lot of children cannot be around other kids the same way, so they simply learn those things. And instead of adjusting our society to fit around those people, our society instead casts them out and creates people like Ruth.
Yeah. I don't think that society should be built around people like that. I think that what we should do is accommodate and care for those people. Like with me, my parents were loving enough to take me out of the crappy public school system in our county, homeschool me, and put me through years and years and years of therapy to teach me how to interact with people in ways that other people pick up naturally. But it's not, a lot of people aren't fortunate enough to have that, and I think that we need to try to help people as much as we can, you know.
You come from an upper middle class family, and your family can provide for you in this way. But the reason I think our society should be built to help these people instead of simply to accommodate these people is because a lot of people simply cannot get the resources that you were lucky enough to have. And if we had a society that was built around, or at least recognized these people, there wouldn't be a part of it where these people have to be wealthy enough to simply accept.
Yeah, I totally understand.
And that's the pitfall, I guess, of the language behind, like, accommodation versus like what I'm trying to think. What was the exact word in terms of the alternative to accommodation? Like, be built aroundedness, I guess.
Accommodation versus infrastructure. I don't know.
The ideal way it would be done would be in an accommodation system, but it wouldn't be as lax as it is. You know, it would be an actual accommodation system that is scaled to help everybody, right?
The only feasible thing we can have is an accommodation system, but if we were living in an ideal world, it would be built to help these people and to recognize that people can be different in all sorts of ways, and instead of casting these people aside and considering ourselves a collective, we would understand these people and attempt to help them.
So, how would we do it in this imperfect world, then?
An accommodation system, that's the best thing we have.
So, but how would we? I guess and it's okay if you don't have an answer for this offhand. I'm just.
You would make public transport better. First of
Yeah,
all.
that's a good thing.
We would also give public transit to implement it. I live in a small town, and people are like, oh, public transit helps the environment. Yeah, it's great if you live in a city that has it, but I live in a small town in the middle of nowhere. There is no public transit.
We would get public transport better. This would help people who can't drive a car because of or physical illness they have. This would help people who can't be trusted to drive a car even though they can, all that sort of stuff. And then next we would fix the public schooling system to recognize that children are unique, and instead of trying to turn them into factory workers, it would focus on educating them. And then the way the job market works, we would have more specified positions. Because a lot of time, people don't realize that somebody who is neurodivergent cannot work two very different jobs. And certainly, sorting boxes and putting labels on boxes, those sound like similar jobs. To you, to neurotypical people, those sound like similar jobs that one person could do. But those two jobs very specifically have different workflows, and there are people who can get into the workflow of sorting boxes but wouldn't be able to label boxes correctly, or people who would be able to label boxes and not sort boxes. And yes, it would cost a lot more money to have all of these specified jobs, but in this society that wouldn't matter because people are being kind to other people. But
But I guess that's a criticism of the way that we stratify our resources then, because...
Okay, 11:30. I finally get to go to bed. See you guys tomorrow.
See ya.
See you tomorrow.
But yeah, I guess that's a problem of how we stratify our, resources, though, because, the problem is, there's people who believe these sorts of things and want to see this happen, but they just can't because of the economic limits,
Yeah, and even if the jobs weren't that specific, you could have a job that is the thing it does is a variety of jobs. So several people have quote-unquote job, but it's more like a category job, where you work this job and you can do this in this job or that in this job. It's got 4 separate little jobs under it. They all go into the same job, so they all would be paid the same, but these people would be able to do what they specify at.
At any given point, you mean?
Yeah, and...
There are jobs like that, to be clear. I've had jobs like that. I still have jobs like that where I do multiple different sorts of video work, and they are very different.
In that situation, you personally would find the one that works the best for you, and you'd be able to stick with it. Because a lot of neurodivergent people, change isn't something they could do. So if they had jobs where you can sort boxes, you can label boxes, you can put boxes together, you can put things in boxes, and this is just labeled under the box job. You pick which part of the box job fits best for you, and that way you can continue to work and continue to earn money with it still being the quote-unquote same job as everybody else has.
Yeah. I will say that those types of jobs, I know that they exist. I've seen jobs like that where they're stratified under a broad category. But you'll find them, unfortunately, and this kind of goes back to the original critique. The problem is that those jobs often are, they don't pay as well because and this is their language, not mine. Anyone could do it. They aren't specified enough, and that's their language, not mine.
They say anybody could do it, but they don't think about the people that can't do it.
Right.
The way the business mind works. Well, most people can do this job, so we don't have to pay a lot. But because our society isn't very altruistic as it stands, there's nobody thinking, well, maybe a lot of people can do this job, but this person can't do this job. Or this person does this job really, 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 really well because that's the only job they can do, and we can't move them around. Because neurotypical people can often pick up a new task and get that task done, but neurodivergent people will pick up a task and that is their task. I end up doing that a lot in my day-to-day. For example, if I walk into the lunchroom, my task is to go sit down. I have to sit down in the same place or it feels weird. And if I go get lunch, then I have to sit down in the same place and eat my lunch. If I walk this way, that means I'm going to this class or going to that class. And I have to very specifically remind myself on every step of the way what I'm doing and why I am doing something differently than usual to be able to complete that. And that takes a lot of my energy.
It's a conscious thought that you have to, like, go through in order to, like, not feel uncomfortable, right?
Yeah. And so, in these specified jobs, the guy who has to label the boxes is now being sort the boxes. And before, he could label boxes just fine. It was his routine. It was his task. But now he's being asked to sort the boxes instead of label them. So he has to constantly think about the fact that he is sorting boxes now. And sure, eventually, 4 months in, he'll get the hang of it, and that'll be his new task. But for the time being, his work is going to decline. He's going to be way less effective with sorting boxes than he was labeling boxes, because this is a new task, and he has to consciously think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think with that we need to be. I think that's just a matter of employers needing to just more personalize the job experience to the people that they hire. Like, they need to be willing to accommodate and like help those people succeed in that, because if they can succeed at what they are assigned to do, that's good for the business too. So like it should be.
Who just absolutely can label like 100 boxes like an hour, and he's working for 8 hours. That's 800 boxes labeled. That's more boxes that you can go ship out. And
right.
More boxes to ship means, you know, you're moving the boxes around. You're getting money, first of all, for moving the boxes. You're getting money for the people who got the boxes, who want the stuff in the boxes, and you're getting more people buying more boxes because you're putting out boxes at a stable rate.
Yeah, I think that I don't think it's unreasonable to ask that, you know, employers do that, and a lot of employers do that. Like, it's just about finding the ones who care.
And for these neurodivergent people, the way the job market works, they may not be able to find the ones who care, because the ones who care require you to have more skills. The guys who care require you to have this thing or that thing. You can get into a good working environment because you're getting paid a lot, and everybody's getting paid a lot, and it's a nice job. But there are people who simply are not able to get these skills to understand.
I'm just trying to get a concrete picture. Which skills are you talking about?
Education.
Okay.
College education, like that.
Meaning, like, and then, like, which skill, like, within education? I'm just trying to get a feel for what you're...
Any skills. You know, when jobs ask you to have a bunch of fucking degrees for no fucking reason?
I'm sorry, I think I know what you mean, but I'm just because it's a little hard for me to not make it not abstract, just because my job isn't that way. So, like, do you mean
jobs that want you to have a degree in something and work for however many years in something, but only have these many years done in this thing? It's a whole thing.
I guess that's true. That's true in my job too. I that's why I asked. I wanted to know that we were thinking this.
Jobs that want a certain amount of skill or education that these people may not be able to get, and part of the reason they cannot get this skill and education is because there's nowhere for them to go. Because when they go to a place, their job, they get good at it, and then somebody throws a curveball at them.
Yeah.
And neurotypical people, somebody throws a curveball, they hit it back. Neurodivergent people, somebody throws a curveball, it slams into their forehead.
Yeah.
And so,
although I do have to say, a lot of the things you've been saying with like boxes and jobs and neurodivergent, I think that doesn't really have to do with. I guess it is neurodivergent, but that's mainly for people who are like severely disabled. Or
Because I do think that people who would
I'm neurodivergent and I'm able to do those kinds of jobs with no difficulty. I do think we need to help people who do need the help, though. And we need to make sure that they're able to have jobs and succeed just like the rest of us.
Of course. And Tara, you do have to understand that when I say neurodivergent, I mean all neurodivergent people. Certainly there are people who can function without these accommodations, but the people who need these accommodations are still neurodivergent, and they should still be counted under the label.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I mean, I think also that people who would, I think that even in the case of like people who we would label as neurotypical also feel these sorts of like pressures when changes are thrown at them. I think that there's, people do, the extent to which they feel it is less, but they still feel those sorts of things, so.
Exactly, and if we created a job space that was more accepting of neurodivergent and disabled people, that would also in turn create a job space that was more accepting of neurotypical people who simply don't think the same way or need more extra time when they need to change a job or rethink something.
Yeah, it would benefit everyone, yeah.
Creating a space for those who need the most help creates a space for those who need the least.
Yeah, or at least, and the people in the middle, which is most people probably are in the middle.
Exactly. So we've created so much space all the way down that it fits everybody.
Yeah.
And sure, a lot of people might not need this, but in this world, you would be able to put it on a resume or an application that, yes, I can change jobs easily. No, I can't change jobs easily. No, I can't change jobs. That way,
and that wouldn't be a downside, because I have seen applications in my job search recently. I have seen, which by the way, yeah, it is very like the job search after college is it's kind of brutal. I've been unemployed for a while. Actually, that's not true. I shouldn't sugarcoat. I shouldn't like act like I'm not employed. I just do contract work and like have an internship. But regardless of that, the thing that I've noticed with like these sorts of applications is sometimes they do have a question that asks something of that nature, but I always feel implicitly that I shouldn't be ticking that box, because that seems, and that's a problem, right? Because you should be able to answer the question honestly.
Of course, and if you cannot change jobs at all, and you're good at this job, then there should be no reason to not hire you or to fire you, and the reason they would do that is because they need somebody who can do this job and that job and that job and that job, and there are simply people in our society who can't do that.
Right.
And the reason they do this is because they want to overburden workers to get more stuff done.
Well, sure, and it's in their economic interest to do that, just because of the nature of what you can do with one like skilled person, but it becomes an issue because then it, there's I think
itself holds neurodivergent people down.
There's got to be a way, though. There's got to be a way to have
There
it.
always will be a way for everything to work, Ryan, but you have to factor in human greed. The only kind of capitalism that will ever be practiced is authoritarian capitalism.
I'm gonna head off, but call me whenever you can.
Sure, I will. I will. I'm probably gonna, just because I really like this conversation. I think it was really valuable, but I also think we're off of the topic of the stream. So I'm thinking that it was great, and I really appreciated this. But I do think I'm gonna sort of call off my stream too, just because I've been live for about 3.5 hours, and I wasn't even going to stream tonight originally. So, is there any final point? Good night, Tara. Good night. I'll talk to you in a minute. So, oh wait, they left. I was gonna say a final goodbye, but I think that'll do us for tonight. I did not expect the conversation to go that way, but you know what? It was good. Raises a lot of questions that I really, wish that people were more passionate about answering. As far as like how we can make a better society, and I want people to put in that hard work, because it's easy for us to, and I take some of the blame for this with what I do when I cover these sorts of things. It's easy for us to just sit back and talk about it, right? But I do want there to be a way that we can enact it, and actually enact these good outcomes. But that's we gotta be creative. We gotta keep fostering creativity in people. Yeah, that seems to be the good ending. And with that, we need to probably call the stream off for now. But that was a good conversation. Even though it went off the point, I think we belabored the point enough. I'm almost wondering if I should excuse me, do a follow-up to this. We'll see. I'm not going to discount it, but that was a good conversation. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next stream, which will probably be tomorrow and probably be on Twitch. So check out my Twitch at REH, I guess. Rehi guess. If you're going to just spell it out and speak it phonetically. But yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next stream.